is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
You are looking live at Cameron Stadium in Lawton, Oklahoma, as the Lawton High Wolverines get set to take on the Enid Plainsmen. I'm Rylan Stiles. Alongside me is Peyton. And Peyton, this is going to be a really fun one. Lawton High right now is looking to get back on track after a Week 0 loss. Meanwhile, Enid comes into this game feeling good after a 38-10 beatdown of Ponca City. Lawton High lost an emotional game against their inner city rivals, 35-28. Peyton, what's going to be the key today to get back on track for Lawton High?
I think the key for Lawton High is you have to make Enid a one-dimensional team. Enid's the type of team, they can attack through the air, they can also attack on the ground through the running game. You have to limit them to either one dimension of this game. You can't let them be able to use multiple parts of their offense. That's where they're the most successful. I think for the key for Lawton, limit the damage they can do on the ground and through the air, and you're going to have another chance to have a really good ball game and have a chance to come out with the win.
It's going to be a lot of fun to see these two teams take on one another. The last time these two teams faced off was in 2017 when Lawton High won 54-28. Their first meeting came all the way back in 1951 when Lawton High also won 27-6. They've combined for 26 total tilts. Lawton High's won 21 of them with a current winning streak of 11. The last time the Plainsmen came away victorious was in 1975, a 21-14 victory. And the most notable game from this series' history was a 1985 playoff game where Lawton High won by 1 point, 14-13 in the postseason, as Charles Thompson toted the rock for the Wolverines and got them to the next round. So I'm Rylan Stiles, that's Peyton Means, and we're going to come right back and get you set for tonight's action on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, AeroSign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. AeroSign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Barres Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Barres, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Barres Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Landmarks. They stand as symbols, reminding us of history and moments that shape our lives. We create our own landmarks. At Becker Raybon Funeral Home, we understand the importance of honoring these moments. Let our compassionate team help you celebrate the life and legacy of your loved one. Offering a range of services to honor the stories that matter most, we believe that every life leaves a mark that deserves to be cherished and remembered. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, honoring the landmarks of your life.
Are you prepared for summer? We are.
Keep your air conditioner ready with a Miller Noble Heating and Air Maintenance Plan. We service all makes and models from Bryant, Carrier, and Lennox. Just need a repair? We can do that. Can't pay for it all at once? We offer financing plans too. Is it time to replace your old system? We offer free estimates on new systems. Click or call today and stay comfortable with Miller Noble Heating and Air.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. It's going to be a fun one tonight. I'm Rylan Stiles, alongside me is Peyton Means, as we are getting set to see Lawton High take on Enid for the 27th time in these two teams' history. It's a non-district game as Eden is in 6A1. Lawton High moving down to 5A for the first time this season. Ever since there's been a 6A, the Wolverines have been in it until now, but a loaded week, and officially week 1. Technically last week was week 0, despite all of the teams in action. Loaded schedule ahead, Peyton, for OSN. We've got our game tonight. MacArthur and Eisenhower play tomorrow for a Lawton City Championship if Eisenhower wins. If MacArthur wins, then Lawton High is still in the race. A win next week against MacArthur would have a 3-way tie between the Lawton City schools. Elgin welcomes in Dallas Hillcrest. What a way to travel, Peyton. Can you imagine two polar opposite places than Dallas and Elgin, Oklahoma?
It's definitely two very, like you said, polar opposite places, Dallas and Elgin, but should make for an excellent matchup on the gridiron.
But you don't just walk into Elgin, Oklahoma. Never have. Had to take the old toll booth. But Cash welcomes in Duncan, trying to get their first win with new head coach Tanner Thompson. Walters taking on Hilton. Altus and Elk City. Midwest City at Carl Albert, one of the best games on the slate, with Del City going up to Booker T. Washington, Jones and Kiefer, and Newcastle and Tuttle. All the action on the Oklahoma Sports Network, YouTube, on oksportsnet.com, Facebook as well, everywhere you can catch us to watch some high school football. Maybe you're still wondering, who is Lorenzo Williams, the first-year bench boss for the Lawton High Wolverines? Well, Eric Sharam caught up with him last week, and we'll roll that interview right now on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We're with Coach Lorenzo Williams, going to talk about the Lawton High Wolverines. First off, how is you've been here for a little bit, so spring ball. So how has the adjustment been for you to be the head coach at Lawton High?
I'm pretty adjusted now, you know what I mean? So we're just moving and grooving at this point, getting ready to get the season started. Had a great scrimmage last week, so just getting ready to get rolling this week.
Let's break down the scrimmage. What did you like? You know, coaches are never satisfied. Yeah. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a job. Right. So what did you like about the scrimmage, and what did you see for rooms for improvement?
I think the effort was amazing. I think we played really, really hard. That's one thing that we kind of pride ourselves on here is playing hard, playing fast, getting where we need to get to really quickly, making plays. All that stuff was really good. Things we need to improve on is just playing right. I mean, you guys play really hard, but you got to play right. As far as mental errors and stuff like that. So just learning the playbook more, getting into it. I know I told those guys as long as we get better every time we touch the football, we should be pretty good. So that's what I'm looking forward to this weekend.
So you got familiar names, Jones, Panay. You got some people coming back, but you've also added to this roster. Yeah. So what new and exciting things can we see from the Wolverines?
Well, we're going to call it basketball on grass. You know what I mean? All the majority of the basketball team has come out now at this point. So. And all of those guys got a different bag. They got a different thing they do really well. So it's going to be a challenge for me as a play caller to get everybody the ball and keep everybody happy. The challenge for them is to remain unselfish and play hard for each other and make sure we play fast for each other. But when you add in pieces like those guys, they can jump out the gym, they can run really fast. They got a little wiggle to them. It's a lot of exciting things there. So. that's kind of going to be, Coach Travis Smith has helped me out a bunch with that. And so we're just going to call it basketball on grass right now because the basketball team's been out here. But we got over 100 kids on the team now. Got a full freshman team, a full JV team. Most of our varsity guys are playing one way and not playing both ways, so that's a pretty big deal. The coaching staff and me have done a really good job. Obviously, from a lot of great help from other people in the building, like the wrestling coach, Coach Elbert, the basketball coach, like I said, Coach Chevis. They've all done a great job of helping me get kids involved in football, and then our coaching staff has kept them out there, and then we got more coming. So that's kind of the thing, So I think some of the bigger numbers we've had around here in a while. That's a pretty big deal to me.
Well, there's a lot of excitement with that, the excitement of new and then, a refreshed new start. So you've got all that behind you, and it looks like they've dialed in. I think one of the comments you made was you never really seen a buy-in this quick and all the programs you've been involved in.
Yeah, it's been pretty immediate, and that's been pretty cool. Usually it takes me, it's really because of when you get the job. So usually you don't get the job until May, So you got to just as quickly X's and O's, try to do a little character stuff, a little team building stuff, but you're going to play in 2 months. So you don't really have time to get people, if they get bought in, it's really good, So I've had some pretty good success with that, but I've never taken a job so early. So, being here in January, got a chance to develop relationships the right way, slowly, not rushing through things, but getting to go to basketball games, go to wrestling matches. Obviously, being a track coach helped me out a bunch because I was able to get a lot of those basketball kids to come to track, and then they started, kind of getting to know my personality, getting to know how I coach and stuff like that. So that was a pretty big deal, just with the timing of taking the job type deal. So that led to, where we are right now, where we have, over 100 kids on the team, and, just being able to build relationships with the school and kids talk, how that goes. So they reach out to their friends and say, hey, come get this guy a chance. He might be all right. So and they keep coming down and they keep staying. So we're going to keep them.
All right, and then you got something new to the helmets, a new look. It's the white stripes as far as the black that used to be, that Wolverine striped, and that was kind of neat. What kind of drove that?
I don't know, just, Michigan won that championship last year, so I'm trying to piggyback on top of that deal, emulate that. But it fits really well with the scheme and everything. We probably going to bring the black watch back too, and have some guys with black stickers on their helmet at some point. But we're gonna work to that. It's not gonna be a right away thing, and we don't want to have people being individuals and stuff like that. So had a lot of different kind of decals on the helmets last year. With the L and the Wolverine and stripes and no stripes and that kind of thing. So I feel like we need to get everything uniform. I'm pretty big on everybody looking good and looking right. So that's a big deal to me.
Well, it's a big one. I don't have to overemphasize this. You come from the Mid-Dell District. You knew a little bit of the history of these schools. This is the biggest rivalry. What inner city rivals are all about. But what does this mean? It's going to be like a playoff atmosphere. People have the reunions tied to this. It is a big deal. And if they ever have your phone number, they're going to say, Coach, what are we going to do? Because there's bragging rights not only on the field, but in those stands. So what does this game mean to you?
I don't know yet. It's one of those deals when you get out there, you start to feel it, and you know exactly where you're at when you're there. I know one thing. I know Javon Harris is doing a good job with his team. Watching those guys on film, they fly around. They got a lot of fast kids. So we got a big challenge ahead of us. We got to make sure that we go out and play right and do things the right way. Usually these first games come down to who makes the most mistakes, and that's kind of where we're trying to avoid right now is making the most mistakes. But it's going to be big. I think if you ask me that next year, I'll know exactly how to answer it. Because you never really know what you're getting into with these rivalry games, especially week 0. It'd be nice to be able to play a couple before, But we got it back to where Lawton High and Lawton Nuggets play in the first week of the season. Yep. I know that's a big deal to a lot of people.
It is.
And Coach Harris did a good job. He reached out to me and wanted to make that happen. So me being stupid, I might have been dumb doing it. He might have been setting me up. We'll see, but no, I really appreciate him a lot for both of us working hard and getting that done, and Mr. D's helping us out a bunch and getting this stuff back together. So I expect it to be some fireworks. It's going to be really, really, really fun time.
All right, so it's here at Cameron Stadium. Yeah, 0 week, even though 9 of our 12 schools in action for this weekend. So we'll just call it week 1, and it's traditionally back to the week 1 schedule. Lawton High and Eisenhower, and it's up next right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
At Billingsley Ford, we pride ourselves on the integrity and transparency of our pricing. The price you see is the price you pay. As your hometown Ford dealer, that's the way it should be.
I'm Grant in Billingsley, and that's the Billingsley way.
Bring home the win at Billingsley Hyundai with huge savings every day from our massive inventory of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Come by today and see how we can help find a winning deal for you with America's best warranty. Now that's the Billingsley way.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Here at Carpet One, we have a great selection of carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, laminate, and area rugs. With all this, you're sure to find exactly what you want for your home. Come browse our exclusive selection or give Carpet One at Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Memorial Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics to get you back to living your best life.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Rylan Stiles alongside me is Peyton Means, and Lawton High is almost set to take on Enid. But first, we're going to get our keys to the game, brought to you by Subway 24th and Gore, your campus headquarters, and your Eat Fresh stop. You cannot beat a Subway series with fresh baked bread and vegetables. Good luck this season from your campus 24th and Gore Subway. Peyton, what are the keys for Lawton High to go 1-1?
I think the keys for Lawton is continue on what you used last week. We saw a lot of things that worked out well for them last week. We also saw quite a few things that didn't work out as they were expected. I think the big key for them is continue to get your playmakers involved in the offense. Continue to get the ball to them quickly and allow them to make big plays for your offense.
The offense last week mustered up 28 points. You saw a little bit of that sizzle that was promised from Lorenzo Williams, and they'll try to do some more, build on top of that. I mean, if you look at this game, it's a rare one for Lawton High. Typically a very proud program, a program who's supposed to beat anyone that's lined up against them, but even the Oklahoman picks Enid to win by 7 points. You almost have nothing to lose now, facing a team that's 2 classifications ahead of you and, of course, with more veteran leadership on the sidelines and in the huddle. So Lawton High just needs to play loose and try their best. And if you try your best with these athletes, Peyton, they're going to be able to make some plays and then hopefully be on the right side of the scoreboard and pull off what would be an upset.
It's tough. Definitely Enid, like you said, 2 classifications up. Enid definitely has the size advantage. You just see that out there. Enid has 6'8" size. They have the size that you look for in a 6'8" team. But Lawton has a lot of heart. We saw it last week. fighting all the way to the end. I think the heart and the effort that they put in, even if things aren't going the way, continue to put effort in, hustle, and make plays, and Lawton could come out with the upset.
And that's what's so interesting about high school sports is that Lawton High, or any team, you could really go 0-3 in non-district play and it not matter. All of your goals still be right in front of you. So while you always want to come away with a win, the most important thing, I think, tonight for Lawton High is to build on what you did right against Eisenhower, correct some of the mistakes you made against Eisenhower, and then get yourself prepared for what inevitably will be the bigger challenge in 2 weeks once you start district play.
It's two different seasons. You don't want to say that the non-district games don't matter, especially when you face the two other schools in your city. But it gives you something to build off of. You build some confidence in these non-district games. You get a couple wins, and that sends you right off into district play.
And Lorenzo Williams is correct. That game last week was an instant classic, but a game that both teams felt like that they could win. And he said as much on the Oklahoma Sports Network Coaches Show on Tuesday, that if they clean up some of their mental errors and some of their, just lack of being sharp in your first game, which is expected, you clean some of those up, all of a sudden, a 7-point game, the differential gets lessened, and then you can come away with some victory. So hopefully, Lawton High can clean things up. And after a week of practice, albeit a short week because you're playing on Thursday, you're able to correct some of those mistakes and come out on top. Lawton High and Enid set to get going after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Lawton Fort Sill Regional Airport, just 1 mile to anywhere, offering non-stop service to Dallas-Fort Worth. Fast, friendly, and convenient without all the hassles. Easy parking, and with close proximity to your arrivals and departures, all in their newly renovated terminal. Here to there in just 1 mile. To book your mile to anywhere destination from LAW, log on to AA.com. Or call 800-433-7300.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I'm Rylan Stiles. Alongside me is Peyton Means as we get set for Week 1 action of the Lawton High football season. Both teams played in Week 0. Lawton High lost to Eisenhower. Enid dominated Ponca City, and these two teams are set to face off once again. A look ahead at your Orchard Group Morgan Stanley schedule. The key to financial success is taking care of your family tree. For more information, please visit the team website and give them a call, 580-354-7475. Morgan Stanley, LLC member, SIPC. Lawton High wraps up non-district play against MacArthur next week, which could still be for a piece of that city championship depending on the results tomorrow. They'll have a bye week before starting district play. But right now, the task at hand is the Enid Plainsmen as the two teams march their way to midfield to conduct the coin toss, brought to you by Bucks Pond. You'll find everything you're looking for at Bucks Pond. 1413 Southwest Lee Boulevard, buying, selling, or pawning. Bucks Pond, proud sponsors of the Lawton High Wolverines. The captains shake hands at midfield. Lawton High decked out in red from head to toe. The Plainsmen in a whitish gray as the two captains face each other and wait for the coin toss. Lawton High won it last week, elected to defer. Peyton, heads or tails?
I think you go heads. We'll just see what happens.
It's a 50-50 shot. Enid has, I think, lost the toss. We'll see. It's just exhilarating, waiting for the announcement. But I like the strategy of deferring like Lawton High did a week ago, but Enid has won the toss, and they will defer. So for the first time under Lorenzo Williams, the Lawton High Wolverines will start with the football and try to make a statement out of the gate as they try to spell upset here at Cameron Stadium. Back after this for lineups and kickoff on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton Community Health Center is a place for babies, kids like me, and even teenagers. Nice people are there to help you when you're hurt or you just don't feel good. And even if you do, they give you medicine so you don't get sick and physicals so you can play sports. I'm happy to know they'll be there when I need them. And my mom is too.
LCHC, your hometown healthcare.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Lawton High crowding around in the end zone in their victory reds for the first time this season, about set to storm the field here at historic Cameron Stadium. The Plainsmen should go first, though, in their shiny silver inflatable. The Plainsmen, what a mascot. I would take a Wolverine in a tussle personally. Nothing against the Plainsmen. They were, I'm sure, fine people, but a Wolverine's a Wolverine.
I would take a Wolverine over a Plainsman.
There's very few battles I wouldn't take the Wolverine in. So if you're listening in Eden, Oklahoma, first of all, God bless you. Second of all, the Wolverine's the Wolverine. Each side in a stalemate on who will run out first. You can cut the excitement and the tension in the air with a knife.
Hey, also, the concession stands are open.
If you are watching us from Enid, thank you so much for your viewership. We really appreciate it.
Hot dogs, all sorts of soft drinks, and also on the north side, Snowy is.
Well, Peyton, these two teams have met 26 times. Lawton High on the right side of history, 21 of those times, including wins in the last 11 matchups. But those days are long gone. The last meeting was in 2017. Things look a whole lot different now.
They really do, not just with these two schools, but high school football in Oklahoma is overall changed. Lawton dropping down to 5A. Enid still up at 6A1. The changes are ever evolving with these two teams and these two sports, and it'll be interesting to see how it comes out tonight.
As we await these two teams to rush onto the field, we can show you the starting lineup for the Lawton High Wolverines. I'll show you the offense, which made some noise in their debut under Lorenzo Williams. Lorenzo Williams, a offensive guru who promised basketball on grass, and he delivered the four corners. I mean, they got 4 touchdowns. Let's see what they can do in game number 2. But Panay Bashagote is someone to watch in this one, Peyton, as he should be heavily featured tonight.
He really should. I've been looking for them to continue to find different ways to get him the ball, continue the basketball on grass mentality. He could be big for them to come out with the win.
And Lawton High storms the field as you're seeing the starters roll across your screen. Enid soon to follow, which means we're inching ever so close to the Wayne Drive-In kickoff. But an area up front where the Wolverines, as you see John Brock, a four-year starter offensive line for Lawton High. A very tough feat to accomplish, Peyton. The offensive line really impressed a week ago.
They really did. They were able to carve out some big running gaps in the running game. The key for them is to continue to stay consistent with your blocking. Know your assignment, know your technique, and carry that over from week 0 here into week 1 against Enid.
Kickoff after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Whether you're buying or selling, today's real estate market is proving trickier than ever.
We've been doing this for over 22 years.
So if a problem does arise, you can trust us to solve it.
Let us use our years of experience to guide you to buy or sell your home.
Trust the team that's gotten it done with over 12,000 deals done in the last 22 years.
Always call our Payment Berries team.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
And we're back at historic Cameron Stadium here in Lawton, Oklahoma. Enid won the toss, brought to you by Bucks Pond, and they elected to defer. So Lawton High will start with the football and really try to pick up where they left off, Peyton. The offense really found their groove as that game went on.
They really did. They became more consistent. They keyed in on what was working for them. They saw how successful the run game was in using the play-action pass and the quick passing game off of that. I'm looking forward to see how their offense can kind of evolve. Your team's biggest improvement comes from week 1 to week 2, and let's see how much they improve tonight.
Well, the Wayne's Drive-In kickoff is teed up and ready to go. Wayne's Drive-In with the best burgers and cherry lemonades in town. Come on, everyone. Let's go to Wayne's at their 2 locations in Lawton, 7 Southwest Sheridan Road, 6810 Cash Road.
Are you ready for high school football?
Enid set the kickoff left to right across your television screen. There it is, and here we are. End over end, heading toward the sidelines, caught, bobbled, dropped it to 15. Enid thinks that they have it. It's still out there. It's squirting around, and Enid falls on it. The rare long onside kick, which turns into a turnover right out of the chute. The Plainsmen start with the momentum, 1st and 10, past the 45.
And that's a tough break on kickoff return. You never want to really you want the ball to hit your chest a little bit, but not bounce off like that. That's a tough break for the Wolverines.
So resting at the enemy territory for the Plainsmen, it'll instead be Lawton High's defense, which in a game in which you're trying to pull off an upset against a higher classification, to have them start with the football in both halves is going to be a tough task.
Definitely not what you're looking for.
Aiden Robinson in the shotgun. 2 to each side of his hip. There's the handoff in the round play. And they're trying to make something happen here. In the backfield, Lawton High swarms and drags them all the way down to the 30. So the Plainsmen, it would make chicken salad out of chicken something else on a play that was dead to rights, but gains 5 yards.
And that's one of the keys of this Enid offense. They love to take a shot early. They love for a chunk play, try and get a deep pass down the field. Overall, Lawton's defense did a good job of not biting on the play fakes, staying with their men, and limiting the damage on what could have been a big play.
One area that was really impressive last week of Coach Lorenzo Williams' team was that every time that the Eagles threw a haymaker or the Wolverines responded, they're going to have to do so early here against the Plainsmen. Robinson takes the snap, going to look for the screen play. It's connecting at the 40-yard line. Trending upfield for a first down. The Plainsmen are marching down the field.
They are, and they're running some plays very similar to Lawton's offense, some similar plays that they've seen. It just comes down to getting off your blocks and making the tackles in open field.
And as this game settles in, that mirroring playbook could be a benefit to Lawton High's defense, which has practiced against it the entire week. 1st and 10. There's the give right up the middle. Makes a man miss, and he cannot make the second miss, but still a gain of 4.
A gain of 4, and this is what we talked about in pregame. Enid loves to use the running game and the passing game and allow it to feed off of each other, and that's what allows their offense to be so successful as it has the last couple of years.
Blake Fuska on the carry. Move forward for 4 yards. Here's a bubble screen. Lawton High trying to get out there. Can't do it. Great blocking. Flag on the play, though. So for now, it's a gain of 5, but could be coming back.
Looks like it was. It's definitely in the area of holding, blocking the back, making things tough for the receivers in the blocking game.
But Javon Adams was there to limit the damage, even with the penalty. And it will be against Enid. So that'll back him up, and after the first break went against the Wolverines, the second one goes for him.
And that's going to be the key, I think, for Lawton. You need guys like Javon Adams, Tyrone Dean to play big outside, to limit the damage, to not get blocked to the sideline, and stay in their lanes to keep the defense key.
There's a snap. Robinson pumps once, now goes deep, has a man wide open and overshoots him. Would have been a house call, but instead it's a home order for the doctor as Lawton High gets a stop.
And I think that's a throw. That's definitely a throw Aiden Robinson is going to want back. He had a guy wide open. Drayden Russell was wide open, headed towards the end zone. Overthrew him just a little bit. But, again, that's the type of play. Enid using their offense and their different plays to feed off of each other to set up big plays down the line.
So the Wolverines now are in a favorable spot defensively. 3rd and long at the 30-yard line, back where the drive began. Robinson in the shotgun takes the snap, throws it quickly. Has a man in the slot. He's going to dance around for the original line of scrimmage and be taken down after a +3 from that mark.
And that's what's going to be the key for Lawton. On these quick passes, very similar to what Enid's defense is going to have to do. They're going to have to break down. They're going to have to break down in the open field, read the hips of the offensive player, and make the tackles and limit the damage.
4th and about 6. Enid going to go for it. Kind of in no man's land in high school football. In the shotgun is Robinson, who's made some excellent throws, only one miss so far. The hard count's on, no one's biting. Robinson going to go check at the line of scrimmage. Play clock down to 7. This could be a bluff for a field goal as they're still looking to the sidelines. And it is. Timeout, Enid. We take it with them, Oklahoma Sports Network.
Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Tavern style pizza is our thing. Why couldn't you be happy with deep dish like all the tourists?
That's good. And you just had to make it so crispy and delicious.
It's perfection.
They put the toppings all the way to the edge.
It's cut in the shareable square.
That's delicious.
What's your deal, Pizza Hut?
Your secret's out, Chicago. Try any of our large Chicago tavern-style recipes for just $12 each.
Hey, Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Sorry, Chicago. No one out pizzas the Hut.
Apology accepted.
After the timeout, Enid still out there to go for it. All they wasted was a timeout, but they have to get this play right on 4th down. 6 to go for a first down. After getting the onside kick, a design rollout for Robinson, looking downfield, surveying it, has a man at the first down marker, caught at the 10, inside the 5 now, out of bounds.
And that's just a smart play by Enid. Asher Thompson doing a good job of knowing the line to gain, going just far enough to get the first down and keep Enid's offense moving.
And so Enid, now 1st and goal, looking to capitalize on the early turnover. Still in the shotgun. Robinson gets the snap, hands it off. Fuska up the middle. Fuska dragging Lawton High defenders across the goal line, and it's a touchdown for the Plainsmen.
And that's just what Enid does. They set using the passing game, and then when they're inside the 10, Enid loves to run the football. They'll lean on their heavy offensive line, and their offensive line did a good job of creating lanes for their running back to get in the end zone.
So it's an early lead for the Plainsmen, 6-0 as it stands right now. They line up for the conventional point after attempt. There's a snap, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Back after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
The heart of Oklahoma, where your home isn't just a place, it's your peace. At Century Roofing, we understand the importance of protecting your peace. We're experts in roofing technology, techniques, and customer service because we care about Oklahoma and we care about you. At Century Roofing, we combine quality craftsmanship and exceptional service because your home deserves the best. Century Roofing, staying on guard for Oklahoma.
back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. It was the Plainsmen who recovered the kickoff, which bounced off the chest of the Wolverines. They went down from the 30-yard line to score after going for on 4th down, and that's your Sovereign Brink drive summary. So now the second Wayne's drive-in kickoff teed up by the Plainsmen. It worked out so well the first time to get them a 7-0 lead.
Not the ideal start for the Wolverines. But like you said, like we saw last week, we're hoping to see the Wolverines punch back and try and swing momentum back in their favor.
Come on, everyone, let's go to Wayne's with their 2 locations in Lawton. The pooch kick away. Bobbled again and dropped. It's on the carpet, picked up at the 19. Trying to make something happen. The Wolverines spin their way to the 20.
And the Wolverines limiting the damage on what could have been another costly turnover on that kickoff. It's just a mental lapse, trying to make the catch, but Wolverines were lucky to get on top of that one.
They were able to keep possession as Nate Hazipta, the senior gunslinger, though playing in just his second high school football game, leads the Wolverines in the battle here. An impressive debut against Eisenhower. Looking to build off that in week number 1, game number 2. A wild Wolverine formation as the Wolverines check each side. And they get the Plainsmen to jump. Unless they're going to call this on the outside receiver of Lawton High. So the Zebras will meet and discuss.
Offsides.
And so Lawton High will try it again. 1st and 5, the distance cut in half. There's the snap and the give. It's Azipta, who hands it off to Jones, who's brought down to the backfield, loses 4 of it.
And one of the keys for Lawton is how are they going to handle Enid's defensive front? They have 4 down linemen, but they also use their linebackers and safeties interchangeably, so it's almost a 4-4 stack defensive front. How are they going to be able to use their running game when they have 8, 9 men in the box constantly?
2 receivers to each side, 1 in motion. Hazipta making sure everyone's in line. There's the snap. Pumps it once, now he's going to draw. This play was effective against Eisenhower, and it only gains 2 this time.
And they're going to need this play to continue to be effective. It just comes down to staying on your blocks. And when you have offensive linemen who are able to get to the next level and get to the backers, they have to be able to stay consistent and get to the blocks and stay on their blocks for big plays to happen.
Hazipta all alone. Gets him to jump again. So the hard clap working out for the Wolverines, their most effective play tonight. And that's one thing that the Wolverines enjoy this year compared to recent vintages. You're seeing 4 or 5 guys come on and off each and every play.
And that's key for how Lorenzo Williams and company like to run their offense. Love to keep as many fresh bodies on the field as they can.
And there's that DMV package, a Maryland eye that brings in the whole District of Columbia and Virginia. They snap out of it, though, with a hard clap. It doesn't work this time. They check the sidelines, and the Wolverines trying to get the yard they need for a first down. There's the snap. It's a direct one to Nate Jones. Nate Jones with a convoy of Wolverines leading him for a first down. The Plainsmen have him wrapped up, stopped, but it does not matter. The chains move.
It doesn't matter. And that, again, student body, right? Just following your blockers and your offensive linemen to the left side. That's going to be key, especially Enid loves to rotate between a 3 and a 4-man front. When Enid has 3 down offensive linemen, attacking the edges of the defensive line is going to be very successful and very key if Lawton wants to come out with the win tonight.
There's very little you can do to stop Nate Jones. A 4-year starter in the backfield. Enid jumps in the neutral zone again. So they'll march it forward again. Lawton High will take every break the Plainsmen are willing to give them. Hazipta calls the play at the line of scrimmage. A whistle blows first. As there's a handkerchief down the far side. False start on Lawton High.
And we're back to where we started.
What a start to the Comanche Home Center first quarter. 7-0 the Plainsmen lead. Lawton High with their first offensive possession, looking to match. 1st and 10 across the 35. Man in motion. Deans with the handoff to Jones. Jones, a jump cut. A nice run for Nate Jones to gain 8.
And that's an excellent run by Nate Jones. The blocking wasn't fully there, but like you said, did a good job of using the jump cut to get back the extra yardage and have a positive gain of 8.
So 2nd down for the Wolverines. They need about 3. A loaded box from the Plainsmen. The screenplay out to Jones. Nate Jones meets the DB head on, and it'll be a yard shy of a first down.
Nate Jones is going to be one of the keys to this game. Finding different ways to get him involved. We've already seen him on the ground. Now we've seen him in the screen game. Who knows? Maybe he may throw a pass eventually in this game. Continuing to find ways to get your key playmakers the ball is how this is going to be successful.
A jumbo set again for Lawton High. It worked so well the first time to get a first down in this scenario. They'll try it again. Could be 2-down territory, despite being on the wrong side of the 50. There's the snap. Hands it off, going the other way. Wrapped up immediately and driven backwards. And now the loss of yards could change things.
The loss of yardage could definitely change things. Maddox Hayes did a good job on that play for Enid of just shooting the gap. He saw all his defensive linemen were holding up blockers. He shot the B gap and made the play in the backfield and allows his offense to have a chance to get the ball back.
So Lawton High will have to punt this one away. Saw a fake punt last week, but I don't think it was designed. But Duffy, who booted a few pretty ones a week ago, gets a good snap. It runs forward, and now it's a fake. This one is designed, but it's batted down and incomplete. A pretty good strike for a punter.
Pretty good strike. He was a very catchable ball, but that's just a good play by the defensive back on that one, knocking it down and putting his offense in excellent field position.
So as the two sides transition, Lawton High's defense with the responsibility to buckle up here, because the Plainsmen could go up by 2 scores with the ball coming out of the locker room. Eventually need some stops. But they found a bit of a groove, but they just ran out of real estate on the last drive.
They did, and he said, like you said it best, they're going to need some stops, and then they're going to need get some scores. Wouldn't say this is a must stop, but this is a very crucial drive for how the rest of this game could go.
It would be a statement stop for the Wolverines, decked out in red today. And what a week this will be on the Oklahoma Sports Network. It starts tonight. This is the only game in town. But tomorrow, a loaded slate. MacArthur taking on Eisenhower. Elgin welcoming in Dallas Hillcrest. Cash and Duncan go at it. Walters and Hilton. Altus and Oak City. Midwest City and Carl Albert. Del City traveling up to Booker T. Washington. Jones going to Kiefer. And Newcastle welcoming in Tuttle. All those games can be found right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. 1st and 10. From just outside the 40-yard line, the Plainsmen will look to Aiden Robinson. He's in the shotgun, led a touchdown drive last possession. Gets the snap here in the handoff. Fuska cutting forward for a first down, and plenty of more down to the 20-yard line.
And that's just a good run by Fuska. He's one of the more underrated running backs in the state. He does a good job of hiding behind his linemen just enough for the hole to open up, and that's a perfect example right there.
Knocking on the door of the red zone, the Plainsmen at the 21. A great job by the Enid front 5. Screenplay. getting to the boundary for another first down. Inside the red zone, inside the goal to go.
Inside the goal to go, the screen game. Again, Enid's wide receivers are some of the better blocking receivers that are out there in the state. They do a good job of doing just enough to not have a penalty called on them. And again, a perfect example there, setting up a block for another big play.
First and goal. Robinson in the shotgun, needing 7 yards to pay dirt. Hands it to Fusca, who's driven backwards, bounces off the tackler, and gets his way into the end zone. So Fusca puts an exclamation point on this drive, easy as Sunday morning, as the Plainsmen go up 13-0.
And Fusca, he's just a perfect combination of speed and power, and he uses it to his full advantage. May not be the tallest guy, and he uses the height and the leverage that he has from being shorter to his full advantage.
The low man won on that play as the Plainsmen looking to go 2 for 2 on PATs. There's the snap, the hold. Kick is up, kick is true. 14-0 Eden after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
The heart of Oklahoma, where your home isn't just a place, it's your peace. At Century Roofing, we understand the importance of protecting your peace. We're experts in roofing technology, techniques, and customer service because we care about Oklahoma and we care about you. At Century Roofing, we combine quality craftsmanship and exceptional service because your home deserves the best. Century Roofing, staying on guard for Oklahoma.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Enid with a quick and easy drive, powering the football all the way into the end zone, courtesy of Blake Fusca, who almost did it himself for the Sovereign Bank scoring recap. The Lawton High Wolverines set to try to receive their third Wayne's Drive-In kickoff. The first two varying degrees of blemishful. The Wayne's Drive-In kickoff, best burgers and cherry lemonades in town. Come on, everyone. Let's go to Wayne's, 7 Southwest Sharon Road, 6810 Cash Road. Wolverines looking to field this one cleanly, even if you need a fair catch to do it. There's no shame in that. So the Plainsmen have it teed up. And why not? Go for the pooch kick again in between two receivers. It's caught in the end zone, and it's a touchback. A good, clean start to the drive.
Good, like you said, good, clean catch, not fumbling the ball, just allowing your offense to be in a position to have the drive and look for the offense to start some momentum. We saw some plays that worked. The outside running game, quarterback run was big on that most previous drive. Look to see how they can work off of that and look for the screen game and other plays to feed off of that offense.
It's an all-Plainsman start to the Comanche Home Center first quarter, as the Wolverines are in the shotgun look with Azipta. They had success on the ground before it stalled out in the middle of the field. Azipta starting at the 20-yard line puts a man in motion. There's the snap, and the screen play is blown up, almost in harm's way.
Yeah, almost in harm's way. Very much in harm's way. Just Enid's defense and offense are firing on all cylinders right now, and I think that's something Lawton could use to their advantage. They're being very aggressive. Look for them to try and use Enid's aggressiveness to their advantage.
Azipta gets everyone set. 2nd and 10. Man in motion again, Holloman. There's the snap. Play action. Pass. Deans makes one miss but cannot evade the cavalry of Plainsmen who drop him for a 2-yard loss.
And the Plainsman defense, they're just flying around. They're being very aggressive. They're keying in on the run game, the screen game, and trying to force Lawton out of their comfort zone into some different types of plays.
3rd and 11. A Wolverine offense not necessarily designed to play behind the chains, but who is at the end of the day? Hazipta checks each side. Takes the snap. Going to drop back to pass, looking long for the first time tonight. Lofts one. Has a man jumping and missing it. It's dropped. Michael Holloman had it within his clutches, but couldn't hold it in through contact, and the Wolverines will be forced to punt.
Yeah, Lawton forced to punt. The protection was there just enough, and he hit his receiver right in the hands, just couldn't bring it in.
You would imagine that this is where Lawton High will truly punt if they're trying a fake punt, a drive or go. But you know what happens when you assume? I mean, boom. Connor Duffy, the senior punter, takes the snap. It's a good one. And boots it away. End over end, it spirals and twirls out of bounds and takes a Lawton High bounce around the 50-yard line. Resting easy there. It's getting late early in Lawton, Oklahoma, as it's been all Plainsmen in the Comanche Home Center first quarter. With over 50 years of experience in the lumber industry, they provide building materials to do it right. Carpet One with floor covering products for the individual, builder, or commercial at 2nd Southwest C Avenue. Peyton, you were not ready to deem the last possession a must-stop. Avoiding a 21-0 run by the Plainsmen could be necessary of a must-stop here.
Yeah, I'll say it. This is a must-stop. Enid has all the momentum offensively and defensively. You need to just make some big plays. Get them behind the chains or just limit the big plays if you want to make a stop on this drive.
It was a long drive down from Enid, but short trips to the end zone. This is the longest they'll have to travel, half the field. Robinson pumps once, goes over the middle, almost intercepted, tipped, and deflected, and it's going to be incomplete.
And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for some good plays like that, and that was potentially one, could have been an interception.
That can be something you build off of if you're the Wolverines. Handkerchief on the turf. And Enid's already backing up. Back to the 40-yard line.
With the early start that Enid had, you're looking for anything in terms of momentum. That could be big. We've seen, especially the last week's game, penalties could have been drive killers, so this could be costly for Enid.
First and cash for the Plainsmen. Fuska gets the handoff. Darting around to the backfield, stretches forward for 7.
And that's going to be key for Lawton. They've started to key in on Fuska in the running game. They've started to key in on how he likes to run, hiding in between, jump cuts in between his offensive linemen. That was a good job on that play of staying in gap sound, staying in their lanes, and making the play and limiting potential damage.
The Plainsmen able to establish the run early. This is a contest of two high-quality running backs, both very patient runners, each making highlights already. A design rollout. Here come the Plainsmen. Looking over the middle. Has a man on the boundary. Caught at the 30-yard line. A big chunk play for the Plainsmen. Flag late. So it's a first down for the Plainsmen for now, and the chain gang rushes to the scene.
Just when you thought you were starting the game's momentum against Enid, Enid goes to these other elements of their offense in the deep passing game, and Enid's offense is just continuing to click so far.
And so additional yardage tacked on for the Plainsmen to the 20-yard line, now in the red zone. Cut the distance needed in half. They'll move the chains with it, though. 1st and 10 at the 20. Men in motion. Dropping back to pass, throws it over the middle, caught there at the 15. And he gets no further.
A pack of Wolverines on that one. Just staying in their gaps, staying in their zone defense, limiting the damage and making a play and making a tackle on open field.
2nd and 5, first down marker resting at the 10-yard line. Enid having their way offensively. Fusca on the hip of Robinson. They're going to throw a fade route to the back pylon. Too far. The only trouble Robinson's had tonight are those deep throws in this area of the field.
True, he's had some trouble, but Perry Graves did a good job in coverage on that one. Just staying with his man. A lot of the time, the best coverage on a fade pass like that is just staying with your receiver, and he stayed with him stride for stride, not allowing any possibility of getting a touchdown reception.
3rd and 5, first down marker at the 10. The Plainsmen have gone forward on 4th down in this area of the field before. No reason to believe they wouldn't do it again. Thought about the quick throw, now goes over the middle, wide open into the end zone. And quickly, the Plainsmen are up 20-0 as Robinson celebrates in the middle of the field, and it's a party in the end zone for Enid.
And Enid's, they've just been clicking on offense. Like we said, Enid likes to use the run game in the pass game, and that's what they've done on all 3 drives. Lawton hasn't been able to make them a one-dimensional team, and that's how Enid's been able to put up 3 touchdowns already so far.
20-0, the Plainsmen have it ready to go for another PAT. They're 2 for 2 so far. And you can make it 3 for 3. It's a school night. You can put the kids to bed early in Lawton, Oklahoma. Back into this.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind, providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle, 580-357-8720.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. A Wayne's drive-in kickoff is teed up for the Plainsmen, who've made short order of the Wolverines so far. It was a 50-yard drive, capped off by a strike over the middle by Robinson to put the Plainsmen up 21-0 with some extra celebration at the end. The Wayne's drive-in kickoff falls off the tee, which gives us more time to tell you about their best burgers and cherry lemonades in town. You can visit them at 7 Southwest Sheridan Road, 6810 Cash Road. Come on, everyone. Let's go to Wayne's. Again, Enid bluffs the kick. Delaying the inevitable here as the Plainsmen are now set and ready. It's kicked away. Lawton High muffs it again into the end zone for a touchback. 3 of the 4 kickoffs have included a drop, a leak, or an error for the Wolverines.
Just things have not been clicking. Like you said, 3 of the 4 kickoffs have been dropped. The offense has had a couple bright spots. The defense has had a couple bright spots, but Lawton has not been able to get things going so far.
And it's not as though you want to wave the white flag, but there's no 21-point play in football, at least not yet, as we're catering everything to offense. Just continue to run your offense and build on things, and whatever happens at the end of the game happens. But the most important thing for Lawton High the rest of the way is to continue to put film on there that you can improve with and get tuned up for district play. Zipta checks each side of the shotgun. Dropping back to pass, looking one way. Pressure coming now. He's trying to draw play. Bounces off of 2 would-be tacklers and eventually is tripped up after a gain of 4, but went the long way to do it.
He did, and that's one of the things that makes Nathan Zipta such a good quarterback is he can stand in the pocket, but he can also escape when he needs to and get some yardage out of a play that could have been a sack.
So 2nd and long for the Wolverines. trips to the near side, one to the far side. Jones next to Hazipta. Play action rollout. Tipped at the line of scrimmage, almost caught and dropped.
And it's just tough plays. They're plays that you know you've made. They're plays that you've run time and time again in practice, and you just haven't been able to make them, and they haven't been able to connect on the simple plays that they've routinely worked on and practiced.
Offset shotgun, 2 to each side. Timeout Lawton High. We take it with them on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your health, you want and deserve the best. You want a hospital with the highest quality scores in the region and one that provides safe, excellent care. Southwestern Medical Center has been a part of this community for 115 years and has a history of delivering compassionate, skilled healthcare to Lawton and Fort Sill. Choose the hospital that has always put the health of this community first. Southwestern Medical Center. Be well. Live well. That's why we're here.
And we're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. It's all Enid so far with 2:21 to go in the Comanche Home Center first quarter. Each team has expended a timeout so far. Hazipta all alone. Puts a man in motion. Going to drop back to pass. Looking over the middle. Launches one. A wobbly spiral. Has a man caught out of bounds for a big chunk play. The first of the game is Nate Jones. Who else hauls it in?
Nate Jones has been the key to Lawton's offense so far. We were wondering, how else were they going to get him the ball? They sent him on a wheel route all the way down the left side of the field towards the Lawton sideline. Did a good job of bringing the ball in, keeping his foot in bounds, and more importantly, keeping the offense on the field.
1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Looking to get to the opposite side and extend the drive. Hazipta, after his first long completion, tries to draw play, and that one's snuffed out. A loss of about 4 to set up 2nd and long.
And that play didn't really have a chance to develop. Enid's D lineman did a good job of reading and reacting and just establishing the new line of scrimmage, driving Lawton's offensive linemen backwards in the backfield and not really allowing that play to develop.
Trying to play behind the chains. Lawton High needing a score on this drive. Hazipta gets it. It's an end-around play. Makes one miss. Trying to get the edge. Flag out in front. This should all be coming back, but it's Tavarius Deans, who for now has an 8-yard gain.
Tavarius Deans on the carry. Flag at the 40-yard line.
It is a hold against the Wolverines.
Signal is holding against Lawton High.
$1:26 to go in the first quarter.
Just when it looks like Lawton is starting to get some momentum, penalties, they can be drive killers. They can take away big plays, and they did on that one just there.
They'll march the Wolverines back.
Replay 2nd down.
Lawton High checks the sidelines to get the play call. Trying to get the right personnel in the game. 10 on the play clock. Down to 8. Hazipta with 2. Gets the snap. Going to drop back to throw. Staring one way again. Stepping up in the pocket. Trying to make something happen. Throws over the middle. And it's almost intercepted. A trio of Plainsmen ran for it, collided, and dropped it.
That's just a tough play. Hazipta doing his best to find an open receiver, and none of the receivers really had a chance to get open. He couldn't really find anybody. Maybe threaded the needle a little too much, risking in that one, and puts them in an even tougher spot.
3rd and Chickasha for the Wolverines. An offense not exactly built for this scenario. 3rd and 23. But if they can just get close, I imagine they'll go for it. Hazipta pumps once and is hit immediately and taken down. Flung down to the 20-yard line as the Plainsmen get in the backfield again.
In Enid's defense, they're just keying in. 3rd and 23. Like you said, not many offenses have a lot of plays that are built for 3rd and 23. Enid's D-line just pin their ears back, rush the quarterback, and got a sack in the backfield.
Your favorite play as an edge rusher is when you know they're going to pass, and it worked out for Enid there. Connor Duffy getting some more work in. Oh for 1 through the air, but a couple great punts, and he's going to eventually boot this one away end over end. Bounces at the 50 and takes a Switzerland bounce. Lawton High corrals it, and once again, the Plainsmen start in plus territory.
And it just feels like you said, the game started with a fumble, touchdown by Enid. Things started off not clicking, and so far things have not gotten back on track for this Lawton team.
It's hard to get the runaway train back on the tracks. 1st and 10 for the Plainsmen. In the backfield of Aiden Robinson and Blake Friska has been dominant. One pump looking down the field. Throws it into double coverage, doesn't matter, incomplete. Too far on the deep ball.
And Aiden Robinson couldn't find a receiver open. Took the smart play, just threw it into the ground, threw an incomplete pass, and allowed his team to live another down.
2nd and 10. Robinson gets the snap, throws it quickly over the middle, has a man for a first down. The Plainsmen upended after a gain of 11.
And that's just reading and recognition. Robinson seeing there was no defensive back in the vicinity of his receiver, hitting him in stride. And again, Enid's offense and team has really begun to click, and they're showing what kind of team they could be down the line.
11 seconds to go in the Comanche Home Center first quarter. Handoff. Fuska trying for the outside. Bounces off of one, but cannot escape the other 5 Wolverines who come in to collect the tackle and in the first quarter.
And that's what you're looking for from Lawton. Continue to fight and make plays.
Back after this, Oklahoma Sports Network.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. Our services are for everybody, from small businesses to contractors to construction companies and everyone in between. We are a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. We're Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
Clothes nowadays are so expensive. And no matter how good a sale is, you still walk out spending hundreds on barely anything. Goodwill is the place to go. We have a wide variety of affordable clothing for all ages. To help you save, we have weekly specials from half off to 99-cent items. Make sure to check out our colors of the week before you start shopping to get more for less. Save at your local Goodwill today.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. First quarter comes to a close. Now Enid will operate on the opposite side of the 50. The first time either team's been here all night. 12 more minutes to go in the half. A 21-0 lead. Shotgun set Robinson with Fuska next to him. Give up the middle, trying for the outside. Cannot escape the clutches of the edge setter for the Wolverines. Falls forward for a gain of 1.
And that's what you're looking for from players like Tyzel Zachary. Did a good job. Wasn't able to get off the block, but used his speed and his power and his explosiveness to drive his offensive line, drive the tackle into the backfield, and put himself in a position to make a play.
3rd and 7, 11:33 and counting on the Lawton Fire Association second quarter. Robinson in the shotgun. And Lawton High wants to use their second timeout. We take it with them, Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, AeroSign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. AeroSign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Enid checking at the line of scrimmage out of the Lawton High timeout. They have won the remainder of the half, which will span 11 minutes and 18 seconds. There's the snap, dropping back to throw over the middle. Has a man. It's too high and incomplete. The only blemish for Robinson so far has been passes deeper than about 5 yards.
Ryland, you took the word right out of my mouth. The only thing that Aiden Robinson has not been able to accomplish so far is overthrown his receivers just a little bit, just trying to hit them in stride, trying a little too much, aiming a little too high. That's been his only blemish to this point.
4th and 7, why not go for it if you're the Plainsmen? Kind of in no man's land considering you're at the 30-yard line. Lawton High jumps and just gives it to him. Going to be about a yard shy of the first down, but almost automatic with Blake Fruska in the backfield. I imagine we'll see Fuska tote the rock here, Peyton.
Definitely leans into more of a lot of the strengths of Enid, lean on their heavy offensive line, and they have the size advantage. Makes things a lot easier for Enid's offense due to that penalty.
There's the snap. Robinson going to keep it himself. Robinson with the Red Sea parting. Gets all the way inside the 15-yard line. Still going. Dragging Wolverines to the 5-yard line. A one-man show for the senior gunslinger.
Robinson getting out his do-it-yourself kit. Dragging, like you said, dragging defenders and almost dragging him into the end zone.
He would not be denied. Only needed a yard. Took 11 of them. 1st and goal. Inside of 11 minutes to play before intermission. Only needs 4. Here's Robinson again. He's trying to finish what he started. Diving at the pylon. Enid thinks that they're in. I think that they're in. What do the Zebras think? He's in. Another touchdown for Enid. And Lawton High needed a warning. The levels that only Paul Revere could have provided. Enid is coming. Enid is coming all over the scoreboard. 27-0 right now for the Plainsmen.
And Enid's just clicking on all cylinders, offense, defense, special teams. Everything is going their way for them up to this point.
There's the snap, the hold. Kick up, kick is true. 28-0 back after this. Oklahoma Sports Network.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Historic Cameron Stadium in Lawton, Oklahoma. Enid up 28-0 as they tee up a Wayne's Drive-In kickoff. It was all Aiden Robinson who got it done on the ground to punch it in. After converting the 4th-and-1 read option for about 15 yards, he finished the job. And that's your City National Bank scoring recap. They tee up another Wayne's Drive-In kickoff, which has also been a successful play for the Plainsmen.
It has. We've seen Enid get a lot of success on the kickoff. Lawton fumbling 3 of the 4. Just not being able to put themselves in an area where they can have a successful return. It's just overall been a part of the story of this ball game.
Wayne's Drive-In kickoff. Best burgers and trailer maids in town. Let's go to Wayne's, everyone. End over end. Lawton High catches it cleanly. 25. Progress trying to go across the field. Makes a man miss. The lane opens up. He's across the 40. And here come the Wolverines for their second big play of the night. This time it could be pay dirt, and it is. Into the open field goes Tavares Dean, who somersaults his way into the end zone to put the exclamation point on the Wayne's Drive-In kickoff. 28-6. Lawton High trying to fight back.
It's amazing. You bring in the kick, and it's what we talked about. Your playmakers making plays. Allowing himself, Dean doing a good job, making a huge return and getting Lawton on the scoreboard.
You just saw a second look of that with the Tips Auto Spa instant replay. Visit them 2801 Northwest 38th Street in Lawton, Oklahoma. I need a car wash tomorrow morning. I'll go over to the Tips Auto Spa. Lawton High trying to convert the PAT to make it 28-7. Zipta in as the holder, puts it down cleanly. End over end it goes, splits the uprights. 28-7, Lawton High on the board for the first time tonight. Back after this, Oklahoma Sports Network.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Barres Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Barres, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Barres Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages. The food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Not much of a drive. In fact, the drive never began. It was over before it started in a positive way for Lawton High as they brought back the Wayne's Drive-In kickoff, courtesy of Tavares Deans. Fielded at the 25-yard line, sprinted the rest of the way. Down the boundary with a somersault to wrap up the City National Bank scoring recap. Lawton High tees up a Wayne's Drive-In kickoff of their own, now down just 28-7 with 10:36 to go in the first half. Second quarter brought to you by Lawton Fire Association. And the Wolverines, if they can get a stop, have new life.
They do. It's amazing. It could be amazing how one big play rejuvenates the sideline and brings new energy to a team.
And it's a pooch kick for the Wolverines, fielded at the 15-yard line. The Plainsmen trying to match what the Wolverines were able to accomplish, and they get the boundary and get pummeled out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Zaire Allen on the deep return for the Plainsmen to set up shop at the 35, 1st and 10.
Enid trying to do their Lawton High impersonation with the big return. But again, the way Enid's offense is clicking so far to this point, they put themselves in excellent field position for them to have a productive and successful drive.
There's the handoff. Fuska trying to get the outside edge. Makes a man miss, running right through the arm tackle for a first down. A determined run for Fuska.
And those are the type of runs from Fuska. He's not the biggest, but he's going to use his speed and his power to his full advantage. Broke a couple tackles back there and a cause for a successful first play of the drive for Enid.
1st and 10, and Lawton High needs to call the National Guard, call the Enid Police Department, call someone to contain Blake Fuska, who is just running wild on the Wolverines. 1st and 10, offset shotgun. Robinson takes the snap and gives it to who else? Fuska, who runs through another arm tackle to the 50-yard line.
Fuska, he's continuing to break tackles, but again, we're seeing multiple Wolverines rally to the football and bring him down before he can have an even bigger run.
So he picks up half of it on first down. It's inside to the 10-minute mark now before intermission. This is the longest that the Plainsmen have had to drive from their own 35. Still clicking as of now. To the near side, one to the far side. Robinson puts a man in motion. Gets the snap, turns and gives. Fuska, jump cut for a first down. And it takes a trio of Wolverines to drag him down after a gain of 8.
You're continuing to see the fight from this Lawton team, the Lawton defense. They're continuing to rally to the football, but Enid's offensive line right now is just overpowering this Wolverine D-line.
And that's nothing to hang your hat about if you're Lawton High. Almost expected given the classification difference. And this is some valuable reps as Fuska goes again up the middle. A flag on the play should bring it back, but he gets 7 in the meantime. I'm going to venture to guess, Peyton, that Lawton High does not see a better offensive line than they're seeing tonight all season long.
I don't think they will. I think Enid's the size of their team, the size of their O-line and D-line, they could really shake things up in 6A1 and really shock some people down as we head towards the later in the season.
So getting that opportunity to test your mettle against a team like this is always a good thing to tune up for district play.
And I think Lawton, no matter what the result, you're going to learn a lot about your team, the amount of fight, but you're also going to see things on film that will help you later on as you face the teams like Guthrie and Carl Albert later on.
Offset shotgun Robinson. In a hole now. Hands it off, Fuska makes one miss in the backfield and cuts forward and squirts his way through for a gain of 5.
A gain of 5, but again, your Lawton's defense not allowing Fuska to get back to the original line of scrimmage. They're still behind the chains, still at 2nd and 14 or 15. Not allowing him to gain all the penalty yardage back is, at this point in the game and with the score, is a success for this defense.
I really like the way that Lawton High has structured their non-district play. You get the bye week after MacArthur next week to really regroup and rejuvenate and, of course, review what happened in the first 3 weeks. You get a heck of a test here against Enid. You played a back-and-forth game against Eisenhower to prepare you for those situations. They will be well tested by the time we start district play. Hand off to Fuska. Fuska falls forward for 3.
Again, Fuska is continuing to get the handoff, but the linebackers, the way they're flowing to the football, they're limiting the damage. They're doing a good job of filling in the gaps that the D-line are allowing them to. And again, that's what you're looking for from your D-line a lot of the time. Taking on blocks, taking on double teams, and allowing your linebackers and secondary players to go out there and make some plays.
So 3rd and 12, 2 downs from their first stop. This would be huge after that kickoff return. Offset shotgun, roll out. Robinson looking, incomplete. So 4th and long, and for the first time tonight, you might see the Plainsman punt.
You could see the Plainsman punt, but this is like we talked about. From the 50 to the 40, this is very close to no man's land. It'll be interesting to see what they decide.
4th and 12. Clock resting at 7:29 in the Lawton Fire Association second quarter. Hurling our way toward the Phillips Music halftime show, where the Lawton High band is ready in the corner of the end zone. The Plainsmen look to be punting here with the ball on the 44-yard line. Two returners deep for Lawton High. They're going to have a design rugby kick. No, it's a fake. They're going to loft it up. Triple coverage. Lawton High jumps up and picks it off. They're going to return it the other way. And so a block in the back will negate all of this, an unnecessary one at that. And they're taken down at the line of scrimmage. So without the block in the back, Lawton High would have had the ball back at the line of scrimmage anyway, but you almost prefer the bat down to avoid all of that. Nonetheless, though, two handkerchiefs on the field, likely for the same infraction.
The block in the back, less than ideal, but you make the play. If you're Aiden Robinson in that situation, you're almost forcing it up there, but it's very similar to a punt. You're forcing it up there, making them have the return, and the penalties are even going to cost Lawton to back them up even more.
Not to besmirch the good name of the Enid punter, but with the penalties, this is the best punt any high school punter could have ever asked for, but it came with the arm in that scenario. So the Lawton High offense will start their drive at the 20-yard line. Hazipta with Jones running in the backfield with a head start. It's a screen play. Trying to reverse course, but drugged down for a gain of 1. The Wolverines thought there was a face mask. It looked as though it was from up here, but no flag.
It looked like it from up here. But again, that's what more of what we're looking for from Lawton. Finding different ways to get your skilled guys the ball. And Maddox Hayes for Enid did a good job on that play. Just flowing to the football, following the blockers, and the blockers will lead you right to the play.
At the 19 now, 2nd and 12. Trips to the far side, one to the near side. Hazipta with Jones next to him. Puts him in motion. Pumps once. Now going to take it himself up the middle. Makes 2 miss, but cannot stave off that front 7 for the Plainsmen.
The Plainsmen defense, they're just flying to the football. They're eagerly aggressive, and that's how they can be when they're up by the score that they are. When it's 28-7, like we've seen a couple times, they're able to pin their ears back and just get after the quarterback and try and make some plays.
So 3rd and 10, inside of 6 minutes to go in the Lawton Fire Association second quarter. Hazipta checks to each side. Puts Jones in motion again. Won't give it to him this time either. Pressure on him immediately, and it's incomplete. 4th and 10, 5:45 to go.
The Plainsmen defense, they're just causing havoc. They're flowing the football and not allowing any sort of momentum or positivity to come from this Lawton offense on that drive.
Another look at Duffy, who's had some very successful punts tonight, including a nice roll earlier. .5:45 to go in the first half. From the shadow of his own goalpost, Duffy gets it away. End over end, it spirals and bounces at the 40, takes a Lawton High bounce and continues to roll on the carpet all the way down to the 30-yard line and inside of it. So a beautiful punt from Duffy with something to build on for the Wolverines.
Something to build off of, flipping the field position, putting them back on their side of the field. Put your defense in a much more manageable situation.
First and 10. There's the handoff. Fuska makes a man miss. He's still running. A diesel truck across the 50, and now it's a foot race. He's ran through Lawton High and ran past him into the end zone. The Plainsmen score again.
Fuska, he runs a lot like Isaiah Pacheco. He just runs angrily. He looks mad and angry when he's running. He just runs through defenders, by defenders, and he adds to this Enid lead with that touchdown.
34-7. Plainsmen trying to stay perfect on PATs. 5:17 to go in the first half. That 11-game winning streak for Lawton High down the drain against the Plainsmen as they boot this one through. Back after this, Oklahoma Sports Network.
Landmarks. They stand as symbols, reminding us of history and moments that shape our lives. We create our own landmarks. At Becker Raybon Funeral Home, we understand the importance of honoring these moments. Let our compassionate team help you celebrate the life and legacy of your loved one. Offering a range of services to honor the stories that matter most, we believe that every life leaves a mark that deserves to be cherished and remembered. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, honoring the landmarks of your life.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network after a 70-yard run by Fuska to the end zone. The Plainsmen lead 35-7. That's your City National Bank scoring recap. The Plainsmen tee up yet another Wayne's drive-in kickoff. The last time they did this, Peyton, Lawton High took it the distance. Trying for the same result. The Wayne's drive-in kickoff. Come on, everyone, let's go to Wayne's with their 2 locations on Lawton. It's another pooch kick angling toward the boundary. Caught cleanly down the sidelines. Lawton High trying to strike twice in the same fashion. Spins away from a tackler. It's Panay Vashergote letting the red shirts get in front of him and taken down past the 30.
And that's what you're looking for. Again, another key return. Didn't get it in the end zone, but again, brings some energy, keeps your sideline in it, gets them back into it, puts your offense on the opposing side of the field.
1st and 10 inside the 30-yard line. Best starting field position for the Wolverines so far. Hazipta alone in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Pumps once, looking deep. Pressure off the edge coming for him. Throws it as he's hitting the triple coverage. And it's intercepted at the goal line, but then he's mossed. Ripped away in the end zone by the Wolverines for a score. A heroic throw by Nate Hazipta and an effort play in the end zone by the Wolverine receiver.
What a play by Mikael Adams. It looked like, as all of us looked up here, it looked like it was as good as an interception as Enid was going to get. And Adams goes up, rips the ball away, and again, Lawton, they're staying in it, not giving up, and making it 35-13.
Lawton High cannot get on the field for the point after attempt. Only 4 seconds to do so. Might need to burn a timeout here. With 2, with 1, there's the flag and the delay of game unless they're going to let this slide. Either way, the Wolverines booted it, but this should be a delay of game, and it is. No real reason to keep that final timeout in your back pocket there if you're Lawton High. Only 1 to go in the half. They're not rollover minutes. You can't take it with you, and this makes it a harder PAT for a special teams unit who's missed one in the past.
Missed one, but I also feel like you can see where your kickers and your special teams unit is at on a longer PAT like this.
Duffy with a low snap, good hold, kick is up, kick is good. So penalty doesn't matter as Lawton High trails 35-14.
Are you prepared for summer? We are.
Keep your air conditioner ready with a Miller Noble Heating and Air Maintenance Plan. We service all makes and models from Bryant, Carrier, and Lennox. Just need a repair? We can do that. Can't pay for it all at once? We offer financing plans too. Is it time to replace your old system? We offer free estimates on new systems. Click or call today and stay comfortable with Miller Noble Heating and Air.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. The amazing return by Panay Bashagote all the way down to the 30-yard line set up the Wolverine offense as it was Hizipta hit as he threw, launching the ball into triple coverage in the end zone, and a fantastic grab there. A Moss in the end zone to put an exclamation point on the drive and to put Lawton High on the scoreboard again. 35-14, 5 minutes exactly to go in the half.
Normally I would not advise throwing it up like that into triple coverage, but Lawton, again, they've scored in mysterious ways, and Nikel Adams did an amazing job of ripping the football away and putting Lawton back on the scoreboard.
That was your City National Bank scoring recap. This is your Wayne's Drive-In kickoff. With the best burgers and cherry lemonades in town, let's go to Wayne's end over end. Caught at the 20-yard line. The Plainsmen trying for a big return, flag already down. Upended at the 40. And we'll see if the yellow handkerchief backs up the Plainsmen.
Desmond, middle set with the return.
The Zebras still deliberating on what to do here. It was a very quick flag. And they're going to point Enid's direction. They're going to back up the Plainsmen a little bit. With 4:54 to go. This is the worst starting field position so far for the Plainsmen. Progress being made on a lot of ends here, Peyton, as Lawton High starting to settle into this game.
Lawton's starting to settle in, but Enid's offense and defense have been settled into this game. They've seen what's worked for them, so let's see if Lawton's defense can make a play.
Robinson design rollout, throws into danger zone, but it's caught there in between a trio of red shirts. And it's right at the first down marker to gain. They're going to move it forward.
And again, that's what Enid likes to do. Get quarterback Aiden Robinson rolling out to his right, hit a receiver in stride. In the hustle and effort on that play by Tyzel Zachary, having a defensive lineman coming all the way from his D-line position, 10 yards down the field, making the tackle. That's the type of effort and hustle that these coaches like to see.
1st and 10, first down marker at the 40-yard line. Another design rollout. Plainsman lobs it up at the 30-yard line, incomplete, a bit too far. If you're Lawton High right now, you can really take pride in the fact that these kids have not quit in either week. A contrast of styles between these two coaching staffs. You can tell these players love to play for this new regime, and they're going to go down swinging. And right now, they're chipping their way back into it. Still plenty of football left.
True, plenty of football. And on that play, it was Quincy Lewis on that one, chasing down Robinson, doing just enough to mess with the throwing angle and causing an incomplete pass on that one.
2nd and 10. 4:36 to go. Plainsman 2 timeouts, Lawton High 1 for the rest of the half. A design rollout. Robinson throws off platform. It's caught near the 40-yard line, going to be about 3 yards shy.
Robinson starting to get into more of a routine, rolling out to his right and his left, hitting his receivers in stride. But so far Enid hasn't been able to make a man miss. That Lawton's DBs have done a good job staying with their man and breaking down and limiting the damage.
Keeping things in front this drive, under 4 to play. Here in the Lawton Fire Association, second quarter. Shotgun look, Robinson checks each side. Takes the snap, hands off Fusca. Fusca lowers the shoulder and drags red shirts past the line to gain for a first down.
They didn't get the line to gain on second down, but third down is where Fusca makes a lot of his big plays and keeps the chains moving for Enid.
We'll see how much time the Plainsmen are able to waste here on this drive. Time on their side. They are in no hurry, and they shouldn't be, with the time and score on their side. Shotgun for Robinson. Fusca alongside of him. He's been automatic this game. He's going to try it again, but this time he's stopped in the backfield, and he cannot spin away from the clutches of the Wolverines, only gaining one.
Only gaining one. And again, Lawton's defense flowing to the football, flying around, following the football, and being there if the first man isn't there, they're going to make the tackle.
But considering where the first point of contact was, that was still an impressive 1 yard for Fusca to set up 2nd and 9 inside 3 minutes. Play clock at 10. Now you see the Plainsmen ready to go. They'll snap it at 2. Low snap. Handoff. Fusca met immediately. Another good play by the front 7 for the Wolverines.
Again, that's what we're looking for. The D-line on this drive has been able to make plays. Shedding blockers, hitting Fusca and company in the backfield. That's what they're continuing to need. D linemen establishing the line of scrimmage and making plays in the backfield.
3rd and 8, 2:10 to go in the first half. Plainsmen still content to just let the clock roll. Could be 2-down territory depending on what they gain here. Trending towards no man's land. A design rollout for Robinson again. He's had success this drive. Throwing off platform across the middle. Caught. First down for the Plainsmen. They're darting toward the boundary. A nice back block. It's going to be a flag and bring it all back as the Plainsmen, they get hit with another citation.
Young with the reception. Flag down at the 39.
The crackback block was taken out of football a little while ago. And so they'll wipe away the big play.
Block in the back against Enid.
Officials timeout on the field as we get this sorted out. We'll take a quick timeout on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
At Billingsley Ford, we pride ourselves on the integrity and transparency of our pricing. The price you see is the price you pay. As your hometown Ford dealer, that's the way it should be.
I'm Grant Billingsley, and that's the Billingsley way.
Bring home the win at Billingsley Hyundai with huge savings every day from our massive inventory of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Come by today and see how we can help find a winning deal for you with America's best warranty. Now that's the Billingsley way.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Enid took a timeout during the officials' timeout, so one remaining for each side at the minute 51 mark in the second quarter, brought to you by Lawton Fire Department. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Plainsmen after they got a large chunk play called back with a penalty. Robinson in the shotgun. This is where Fusca's good, but it's going to be a design rollout. Looking downfield, the jump pass has a man, but it's too far for everyone. And that's a risk you can take when you can lean on Fusca.
It is, especially the way Fusca's been running the ball. Just Not the play call I would have made, but again, you're at the 50-yard line. You have a yard or less to get. That play may have been setting up a different play call coming up on 4th down.
So 4th and 1. Plainsman not budging. Looks like their offense will stay on the field. Now, if somehow Lawton High can crowd the box and hold them, which would be a tough task, given the strength of the Plainsman offense with their offensive line and their running back, that would be big if Lawton High could get a stop and a score here. There's a timeout on the field with the officials for now, and it's going to be a delay of game against the Plainsmen, and that is huge for Lawton High.
Could be a costly mistake by Enid on that play.
Another example where I don't know why the Plainsmen are conserving that last timeout whenever the risk-reward is minus 5 yards and an automatic loss of possession, as it looks like they're going to shuffle out their offense for the punting unit, because you have no need to stop the time on defense now and under this scenario if you're Enid, up 35-14. But we've seen some trickeration before as their quarterback remains the punter. They tried the fake earlier. It resulted in an arm punt. This time, they'll punt it away with a foot. A dart bouncing in between two Wolverines. They got to scatter away from it. Takes a Lawton High bounce, and it rests at the 20-yard line. So the Wolverines get a stop.
Wolverines get a stop. Not bad by Robinson on the more traditional punt. Makes Lawton's job a lot more difficult backing them up as far as he did. What could we see from Lawton? Are we going to see some aggressiveness, or are they just okay with running the ball and then going to the half? It'll be interesting to see.
I think if you're Lawton High, you really have nothing to lose, down 35-14, and you don't get the ball back after halftime. So if you sit on the football, you're really letting an opportunity get away, because this is your first stop of the contest. All the data points suggest right now that the Plainsmen will score out of the break. So if you want to try to keep pace and want to try to chip away, you need to get down the field and only have one timeout to do it. So I imagine the playbook opens up here for the Wolverines with a $1:34 to go before the half. One timeout for each side. Play action pass. Has a man over the middle, caught. Clock will roll for the gain of 3.
Just a quick, simple pass, try and get the offense going. Looking for a little more than 4 or 5 yards on that one. I'm looking for a first down, but again, keeps the offensive momentum going.
Lawton High again shuffling new personnel in and out. And you almost wonder if you should just get a core group in there for the remainder of the drive, as now there's only 60 seconds to go in the half with one timeout in your back pocket. Jones pump fakes, looks downfield. Here comes Azipta, has a man, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45-yard line. He thinks he stayed up, and now he's trying to reverse the field, and one man's on his back as he goes past the 50 and is flung down there.
It's like you talked about. Lawton really had nothing to lose, trying to get some points on the board. They put the ball up there, and Tyson Kennedy, Enid's free safety, just went up and made a play and got the ball back to his offense.
First and 10 at the 50. One timeout for each side. Only 46 ticks separate us from intermission.
But we've seen how fast Enid could score. We've seen how fast and productive Enid's offense has been in this first half. Lawton's defense has to stay strong and in this game to hold them off the board.
There's a quick strike screen. Lawton High sheds the block quickly and gets a stop behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what you're looking for. You have to stay strong. Keep them off of the board. They're looking for you to want to go into the halftime, and that's a good job on first down, making a play in the backfield and making things harder for the Enid offense.
2nd and 13, inside 30 seconds. Clock rolling. 2 to each side. Shotgun look for Robinson. Rolls out. Pressure coming to that side. Sets his feet and throws into double coverage. Incomplete.
Again, good coverage by Lawton on that play. Using the sideline as an extra defender, forcing the receiver out towards the sideline and not allowing for a catchable ball.
11 seconds to go before the Phillips Music halftime show. That's all that remains in the Lawton Fire Association second quarter. 35-14 your score, each side with one timeout. I doubt either has to use it. 3rd and 13. Robinson hands it off. Fusca right up the middle, and Fusca lowers the shoulder for a first down, bounces off of a tackle. He's into the red zone. He's pushed out of bounds at the 15. 3 seconds to go in the half.
3 seconds to go, and Fusca is just continuing to do what he's done, continuing to pick up big yardage on the ground and put them in a position to get some more points on the board before the half.
And so there should be a timeout on the field. We take it with them, Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
And we're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. The Plainsmen trying to tee up a field goal here with 3 ticks to go. Getting some work in for the special teams, up 35-14. Going to snap the ball around the 15-yard line. Holder down at the 20. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up and it's blocked. Lawton High blocks the field goal, and they're going to scoop it up. Here come the Wolverines the other way. Past the 50-yard line, all the way down past the 30. A man on his horse collar drags him down right there. There's the flag, and it cannot end on this penalty, I don't believe. So it goes from what would have been a field goal for the Plainsmen all the way down to Lawton High getting it in the red zone. But the clock has expired as the handkerchief hit the turf. So you shouldn't be able to end on this penalty, but we'll see what the rules are in high school. And with neither side moving to the locker room, I think that Lawton High will have a chance. So the horse collar tackle is a benefit for the Wolverines.
On the north side, if you lost a billfold, if you'll come to the press box at the bottom, you can get that back. If you lost your billfold.
And just a complete 180, looking like Enid was going to add to their lead, and a block puts Lawton in position to get some points and shrink the lead just a little bit.
So they'll mark off this penalty, and it will be Lawton High inside the 10. You'd almost be tempted to just give this to Nate Jones, who's been near automatic at this side of the field in this situation in his career, a 4-year starter who's had plenty of touchdown runs inside the 10. But this is your only shot at it as an untimed down. Last play before the halftime, and there's a flag on the play. Each side pointing at one another, but the official signal will be a false start on Lawton High.
False start against Lawton High.
Which makes the Wolverines a bit more one-dimensional if they weren't already on this untimed down.
Makes it shrinks your playbook just a little bit. Coach Zoe not thrilled with the call, as along with all the Lawton faithful, they are not thrilled with that call either. But we've seen some success in the passing game. We saw a receiver rip the ball away from a defensive back for a touchdown. Let's see what could happen here.
An untimed down separates us from intermission. Hazipta all alone in the shotgun. 2 to each side. Going to look to the fade route. Has a man in one-on-one coverage. He leaps up and makes the grab. Touchdown, Lawton High, and he drops it at the end. Cannot hold it through the ground. And so another emotional swing hits us as we enter halftime with Enid up 35-14. And we'll be back after this for the Phillips Music Halftime Show with a handkerchief still on the field. Lawton High's not budging. Enid racing to the end zone.
There's a flag at the 20-yard line.
We'll get this cleaned up. And each side will go to halftime, so will we after this. Oklahoma Sports Network.
Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Here at Carpet One, we have a great selection of carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, laminate, and area rugs. With all this, you're sure to find exactly what you want for your home. Come browse our exclusive selection or give Carpet One at Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Lawton Fort Sill Regional Airport, just 1 mile to anywhere, offering non-stop service to Dallas-Fort Worth. Fast, friendly, and convenient without all the hassles. Easy parking, and with close proximity to your arrivals and departures, all in their newly renovated terminal. Here to there in just 1 mile. To book your mile to anywhere destination from LAW, log on to AA.com. or call 800-433-7300.
Lawton Community Health Center is a place for babies, kids like me, and even teenagers. Nice people are there to help you when you're hurt or you just don't feel good. And even if you do, they give you medicine so you don't get sick and physicals so you can play sports. I'm happy to know they'll be there when I need them. And my mom is too.
LCHC, your hometown healthcare.
Whether you're buying or selling, today's real estate market is proving trickier than ever.
We've been doing this for over 22 years.
So if a problem does arise, you can trust us to solve it.
Let us use our years of experience to guide you to buy or sell your home.
Trust the team that's gotten it done with over 12,000 deals done in the last 22 years.
Always call our Payment Berries team.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Tavern style pizza is our thing.
Why couldn't you be happy with deep dish like all the tourists? It's good.
And you just had to make it so crispy and delicious.
It's perfection.
They put the toppings all the way to the edge.
It's cut in the shareable square.
That's delicious.
What's your deal, Pizza Hut?
Your secret's out, Chicago. Try any of our large Chicago tavern-style recipes for just $12 each.
Hey, Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Sorry, Chicago. No one out pizzas the Hut.
Apology accepted.
Whether you're buying or selling, today's real estate market is proving trickier than ever.
We've been doing this for over 22 years.
So if a problem does arise, you can trust us to solve it.
Let us use our years of experience to guide you to buy or sell your home.
Trust the team that's gotten it done with over 12,000 deals done in the last 22 years.
Always call our Payment Berries team.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
The heart of Oklahoma, where your home isn't just a place, it's your peace. At Century Roofing, we understand the importance of protecting your peace. We're experts in roofing technology, techniques, and customer service because we care about Oklahoma and we care about you. At Century Roofing, we combine quality craftsmanship and exceptional service because your home deserves the best. Century Roofing, staying on guard for Oklahoma.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind, providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle. 580-357-8720.
When it comes to your health, you want and deserve the best. You want a hospital with the highest quality scores in the region and one that provides safe, excellent care. Southwestern Medical Center has been a part of this community for 115 years and has a history of delivering compassionate, skilled health care to Lawton and Fort Sill. Choose the hospital that has always put the health of this community first. Southwestern Medical Center. Be well. Live well. That's why we're here.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. Our services are for everybody, from small businesses to contractors to construction companies and everyone in between. We are a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. We're Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
Clothes nowadays are so expensive. And no matter how good a sale is, you still walk out spending hundreds on barely anything. Goodwill is the place to go. We have a wide variety of affordable clothing for all ages. To help you save, we have weekly specials from half off to 99-cent items. Make sure to check out our colors of the week before you start shopping to get more for less. Save at your local Goodwill today.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Clothes nowadays are so expensive. And no matter how good a sale is, you still walk out spending hundreds on barely anything. Goodwill is the place to go. We have a wide variety of affordable clothing for all ages. To help you save, we have weekly specials from half off to 99-cent items. Make sure to check out our colors of the week before you start shopping to get more for less. Save at your local Goodwill today.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Paris Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Paris, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Paris Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Landmarks. They stand as symbols, reminding us of history and moments that shape our lives. We create our own landmarks. At Becker Raybon Funeral Home, we understand the importance of honoring these moments. Let our compassionate team help you celebrate the life and legacy of your loved one. Offering a range of services to honor the stories that matter most, we believe that every life leaves a mark that deserves to be cherished and remembered. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, honoring the landmarks of your life.
Are you prepared for summer? We are.
Keep your air conditioner ready with a Miller Noble Heating and Air Maintenance Plan. We service all makes and models from Bryant, Carrier, and Lennox. Just need a repair? We can do that. Can't pay for it all at once? We offer financing plans too. Is it time to replace your old system? We offer free estimates on new systems. Click or call today and stay comfortable with Miller Noble Heating and Air.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
At Billingsley Ford, we pride ourselves on the integrity and transparency of our pricing. The price you see is the price you pay. As your hometown Ford dealer, that's the way it should be.
I'm Grant Billingsley, and that's the Billingsley way.
Bring home the win at Billingsley Hyundai with huge savings every day from our massive inventory of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Come by today and see how we can help find a winning deal for you with America's best warranty. Now that's the Billingsley way.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Here at Carpet One, we have a great selection of carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, laminate, and area rugs. With all this, you're sure to find exactly what you want for your home. Come browse our exclusive selection or give Carpet One at Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Memorial Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics to get you back to living your best life.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
Clothes nowadays are so expensive. And no matter how good a sale is, you still walk out spending hundreds on barely anything. Goodwill is the place to go. We have a wide variety of affordable clothing for all ages. To help you save, we have weekly specials from half off to 99-cent items. Make sure to check out our colors of the week before you start shopping to get more for less. Save at your local Goodwill today.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. That was the Phillips Music Halftime Show. They now offer the area's most complete music lesson program. Almost every family of instruments can be taught at Phillips Music. A wide variety of instruments and accessories. Visit them, 107 Southwest Sheridan Road. Give them a call, 580-357-1118. Almost set for another Wayne's Drive-In kickoff. Let's go to Wayne's, everyone, as the Lawton Police Department third quarter nearly set to get underway. Peyton, have you ever played an instrument?
I have not. My uncles had drums when I was younger. If you consider banging them as a small child with the drumsticks, yes. But other than that, I have no musical talent, ability, never played an instrument.
Phillips Music is incredible. I bought a violin from there one time. I was so bad at it that I was forcefully removed from lessons, so it didn't go well for me. Hopefully it goes well for you. But now that Phillips teaches it directly, it would have been a much more enjoyable experience for myself if I could have just gotten it right at the store, so that you can enjoy that at Phillips Music. The penalty before the half was a personal foul on Enid. That's why Lawton High kicks off out of bounds from the 45. Another flags bookend intermission. And Enid starts with great field position again.
And you had the potential of the ability to pin Enid back, and you kick it out of bounds. Not what you're looking for, obviously. Not the half. A lot of Lawton fans would like to forget. And again, like you said, another penalty to start this half gives Enid excellent field position.
Enid begins 1st and 10. The Wayne's Drive-In kickoff has been an adventure for Lawton High on both directions. Shotgun for the Plainsman. Robinson next to Fusca. Handoff. Fusca lowers the shoulder and gains 1 yard.
And that's something that we saw towards the end of the first half. The Wolverine defensive line and linebackers, the front seven, really keying in on Fusca in the running game and not allowing him in the last couple of plays to have anything big.
Timeout on the field. You take it with them, Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network, which has wall-to-wall action all week long. Only game in town right now is Lawton High Enid. It's a 35-14 contest, but tomorrow is sure to be a good one. MacArthur and Eisenhower duke it out right here on these hollow grounds of Cameron Stadium. Elgin and Dallas Hillcrest face off. Cash and Duncan, Walters Hilton, Altus Elk City, Midwest City Carl Albert, Dell City Booker T, Jones Kiefer, and Newcastle Tuttle.
I know which games I'll be watching tomorrow night.
There's one of particular interest to the Wolverines as the snap is bobbled, dropped on the carpet, still loose, going to fall on it as the Plainsmen lose yards and avoid disaster. But if MacArthur gets a win over Eisenhower, Lawton High can still play for a piece of that city championship next week. And so the Lawton High faithful, as much as it's tough to stomach, might have to root for the Highlanders tomorrow.
True, it's going to be tough. A lot of big games on the network, a lot of big rivalry games on the network. But Lawton High, we're seeing their defense continue to fight. A bad snap backs Enid up even more and helps out this Lawton High defense.
And if you can get a third down stop here, it would be huge because in the shadows of your own goal post, you do not want to go for it, you wouldn't think. And so it could force a punt. Quick pass over the middle, caught. A nice juke move sets them up to be upended near the 30-yard line, and 2 yards separate them from another first down.
Another quick pass play by Enid, allowing their receivers, their playmakers to make plays and get this to more of a fourth and manageable situation.
Robinson stays in. Fusca next to him. He's been automatic in short yardage. Only needs 2 to keep this drive alive. A stop would swing the second half. An early timeout for Enid to think about it. We take it with them, Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. 4th and 2 after the Enid timeout. They now shift into a punt formation, but that doesn't necessarily tell the tale. We've seen them try to fake it before. As their quarterback doubles as the punter. This time he uses his foot. Line drive punt. Caught. A dart to Panay. Vasher Gote reverses course. Vasher Gote with a blocker in front. Now reverses to the other sideline. Vasher Gote still down the field. And Vasher Gote's in the clear. An electric start to the third quarter for the Wolverines. Panay Vasher-Gote, the star of the squad, the senior, races it in at the 10-minute mark to put 20 on the board for Lawton High.
It's a flag.
A yellow handkerchief will end all the fun as there's holding against the Wolverines. And so Lawton High, though, the most important part, still got the stop, which has been hard to come by against this offense.
The stops have been hard to come by. You're see Lawton trying to swing things back in their favor, get the stop. Could have had a big return, but the penalties have been costly. And Lorenzo Williams, head coach of Lawton High, is not happy with these officials at all right now.
1st and 10, starting at the 40-yard line. Hazipta checks each side, flips Jones to his opposite hip. Flag on the play. False start on the Wolverines. This half cannot escape that yellow handkerchief. Ten minutes to go in the Lawton Police Department third quarter. 1st and 15. Hazipta. High snap. Bobbled. Catches it. Johnny Manziel style. Trying to make something happen. Hazipta hurdles him in and is upended. And it was flag on the play at the end for the 2-yard gain.
Hazipta doing everything he can to just make something out of nothing. And again, another penalty flag thrown.
Lawton High shuffles players in and out. Lawton High hit with a holding citation. Declined by Enid. They want to take the down instead. .9:41 to go. Second down on the field and 15 yards to a first down. Hazipta in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Trying for the reverse play. Has a crease. Spins off of the would-be tackler, but a convoy of Plainsmen drives Lawton High back.
And it's, again, Enid, their whole defense is in that 5 to 8 yard range from the box. They're not really thrown off by anything Lawton High's doing to this point. They're giving up the occasional big play, but so far Enid's defense is staying with what they've done to this point.
Hazipta all alone. Inside 9 minutes to go in the third. 3rd and 18. There's the snap. Looking, pressure in his face, throws it as he's hit. It's a wobbler out of bounds, and it's going to be 4th and long.
He had a little bit of time there, but the defensive end did just enough to cause a little bit of trouble and cause that overthrow.
So it's time for Connor Duffy again. He's been excellent tonight in the punting game, which helps you flip the field position and put your defense in a good spot. The defense now coming up with stops at a more frequent rate than before. Fourth and 18. Duffy boots this one away. A spiraling punt that takes a Switzerland bounce and now creeps toward the 50-yard line.
Yeah, and it's like you said, Rylan, that the defensive stops have come. The offense just hasn't been able to capitalize on some of the opportunities that this Wolverine defense has given them so far at the end of the first half and early in the second half.
The Plainsmen begin at the 49. .8:38 to go. Robinson back out there after having to punt the ball away last time. There's a snap and give. Trying to find some room. The patient runner moves forward for 4 yards, carries over for 5.
And that's just Fusco following Wyatt Newman and Levi Trimble and company on the right side of this offensive line. They're starting to lean on this Wolverine defensive line a little bit, starting to add some extra pressure, and Fusca's continuing to get positive yardage.
2nd and 4. 8 minutes to go. Shotgun look handoff. Fusca right up the middle for a first down.
Fusca, again, the interior of the Enid offensive line is giving just a big enough gap for Fusca to squeeze through and keep the chains moving for this Enid offense.
First and 10 inside 8 minutes. At the 39-yard line. Shotgun look. Fusca is on a roll. Next to Robinson. Handoff. Pressure in the backfield. It's a tackle for a loss. A great job up front by Lawton High.
That's a good job, Lawton. Keying in. A lot of times on running plays like that, following the pullers are going to lead you where the run is supposed to go. And that time, Lawton High did a good job following the left tackle and left guard who were pulling to the right and led them right to the play and made a tackle in the backfield.
6:55, 2nd and 12 for the Plainsmen. Time on their side. They should waste as much of it as they can because they've creeped the door open a little bit before the half with the blocked field goal and then the electric punt return that was not. So these Wolverines are still frisky, and the Plainsmen trying to just get out of here alive. The design rollout. Here's Robinson. Throws off platform. Throws it away.
And that's a very risky throw by Robinson. Rolling out to your left, throwing across body. Lawton High on the back end had good man coverage, and Robinson could have been a little risky pass that could have potentially been an interception, but it ended up being thrown away.
Official timeout. We'll take it with them. Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton Fort Sill Regional Airport, just 1 mile to anywhere, offering non-stop service to Dallas-Fort Worth. Fast, friendly, and convenient without all the hassles. Easy parking, and with close proximity to your arrivals and departures, all in their newly renovated terminal. Here to there in just 1 mile. To book your mile to anywhere destination from LAW, log on to AA.com. or call 800-433-7300.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Lawton High, after the officials' timeout, has Enid at 3rd and 12.
And this is the type of down where we've seen Enid have some success, but we've also had Lawton High have some success on these 3rd and longer situations. We've seen a little bit of everything from Enid so far on these plays. It'll be interesting to see what they talked about in their huddle and what their play call will be on this one.
Especially in no man's land, you can keep the ball on the ground this play and then do it again on 4th down if you need to. There's the pass, though, from Robinson. Looking long. Has a man wide open, but he misses it. The off-target long throw, a consistent blemish on the Enid offense that's been flying its way down the field otherwise.
Robinson had a chance. Keon Young was open. Tried to look for that back shoulder little go route. Tried to turn it into a back shoulder fade, but just couldn't hit him. And now it's 4th and 12.
We'll see what the Plainsmen elect to do here. It's quite the weapon to have your starting quarterback be your punter, because even if you line up in punt formation, as we saw earlier, it doesn't mean much. But they'll keep it offensively in the shotgun, 2 on each side. Fusca next to him. 4th and long. Dropping back over the middle. Robinson, incomplete, intercepted. And here come the Wolverines. Trying to reverse the field, and there's plenty of turf in front. He gets the outside boundary with a convoy of Wolverines in front. Tries to step out of bounds around the 49, all the way back there. But Lawton High, though, still with an electrifying play.
And on that play, again, he was looking for Keon Young, and looks like somebody's down.
Back after this, Oklahoma Sports Network. Back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. 6:13 to go in the third quarter. Lawton High got a great interception on 4th and long and brought it back to the 49 to start this offensive drive.
They did, and that's a good job by DJ Campbell getting the interception, staying with his man and being there right in the right spot for the ball. And again, gets the ball back to his offense on the opposing side of the field.
Officials blow it again. They're going to pull a Wolverine off the field, but not issue a citation as Tavares Dean comes out to the numbers. Azipta alone, 1st and 10 at the 49. Man in motion. It's just window dressing so far. Dropping back to throw, looking over the middle, pressure immediately. Hazipta darts out of the pocket, moves forward for a first down, and Hazipta, this guy can scoot all the way to the 25.
That's a good job by Lawton on that play. Again, finding different playmakers, getting them in the game, and getting them involved in different varieties and aspects of the ball game.
John Polk at quarterback now for Lawton High. He's by himself in the shotgun. 6:04 to go. Jones in motion, the whistle blows again. It's against Lawton High. Second delay of game penalty for the Wolverines.
And that's a tough one. You have someone new in that quarterback, just had a big play, get a little too eager and excited, and then end up with a delay of game. Another tough break for the offense.
.604. There's a snap in the give. Trying to reverse off of what would have been a reverse play. Here comes Nate Jones. Nate Jones trying to get the edge, and it was a long way to gain 3.
Nate Jones went all over just to gain 3 yards. Again, at this point in the game, you have to keep going forward. Try and keep getting positive momentum on the field.
Back after this, Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton Community Health Center is a place for babies, kids like me, and even teenagers. Nice people are there to help you when you're hurt or you just don't feel good. And even if you do, they give you medicine so you don't get sick and physicals so you can play sports. I'm happy to know they'll be there when I need them. And my mom is too.
LCHC, your hometown healthcare.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. 2nd and 14. Clock rolls. 5:50 to go in the third quarter. Offside shotgun, man in motion. Dropping back to pass is Polk. Polk on the screenplay. Hits his intended target, but goes backwards. Nate Jones for a loss. A play that was dead on arrival.
It was. I liked the idea in theory. There just wasn't enough spacing between the offensive lineman trying to get upfield and the skill guys and the D lineman from Enid. Just the spacing was off, and the play never really got to develop.
Timeout on the field. You take it with them, Oklahoma Sports Network.
Whether you're buying or selling, today's real estate market is proving trickier than ever.
We've been doing this for over 22 years.
So if a problem does arise, you can trust us to solve it.
Let us use our years of experience to guide you to buy or sell your home.
Trust the team that's gotten it done with over 12,000 deals done in the last 22 years.
Always call our Payment Berries team.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. 3rd and long. 5:09 to go. Each side with 2 timeouts now. The rest of the half, the rest of the game. Man in motion is Jones. Polk drops back to throw. He has Jones in the flat. Hasn't thrown it yet. Throws over the middle instead. A high ball caught at the original line of scrimmage. So a nice 8-yard strike at the 5-minute mark. And from this down and distance, you probably just have to go for it given where you're at on the field. But we'll be back to decide that after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. 4:49 to go in the third frame. Polk all alone, trying to make some salad back there. Where I'm from, we call it Polk salad. Man in motion. Looking for someone to throw to. Polk going to tuck it and run, and he's stopped immediately. And that's a turnover on downs.
And it's just a tough break. Polk trying to escape the pocket, moved up in the pocket, moved right into a sack. Not what you're looking for. Polk tried to find some room to escape and just couldn't find it in time.
Seeing some trouble with the cramps. A good reminder to hydrate. It's not the heat that gets you. It's the humidity right now in Lawton, Oklahoma.
They're still open now, so if you need a soft drink, nachos.
1st and 10 for the Plainsmen.
They are open. And I believe Snowy is still
Should see a heavy dose on the ground as it's getting late. And the Plainsmen have already put the kids to bed, just ready to get back to Enid with their W. Handoff. Fuska. Gains 5.
I think that's something we'll see a lot of as we head through the rest of the second half. Leaning a lot on the running game, chewing clock. I think that Enid will continue to lean on their running game, use maybe even multiple running backs other than Fuska. Keep the clock running, keep the offense going.
There's another snap and a give. Fuska right up the middle for a first down. Yellow handkerchief in the back.
face mask against Lawton High.
So Lawton High going to be hit with a citation.
First down, Enid.
And if you're Lawton, you're still trying to make some gain in this game. You're still trying to add some points. And just the penalties have aided Enid in their offense so much.
1st and 10 for Enid, man in motion. Robinson, there's the give. Makes a man miss in the backfield, and he goes right up the middle. Fuska drug down eventually at the 30-yard line.
The interior of this offensive line is just creating massive gaps. And if you give Fuska just enough of a gap like that, he's going to make you pay every single time.
First and 10, man in motion. There's the handoff. Fuska sees the hole close up, but not before an 8-yard gain.
Again, Fuska has been the straw that stirs the drink for this Enid offense through a game and a half of the season. He is what gets this offense going. And again, another gain of 7 yards after gains of 8, keeping Enid's offense moving down the field.
Inside 4 minutes to go, the Lawton Police Department, 3rd quarter. Robinson barks out the orders. It should be Fuska up the middle again. And it is. Fuska spins off of a would-be tackler, runs through another for a first down.
They keep running Fuska up the middle, and you called out the play, and they're continuing to go with what the play has been successful for them to this point.
Well, it is September 5th. Not quite Flag Day. That doesn't come until June, but I can see the confusion as a yellow handkerchief again hits the turf, and we prolong what's an already academic game. Face mask against Lawton High again. 1st and 10, Enid.
That's what makes Fuska such a frustrating player to tackle. He has the speed and power where he can run around you or try to run through you, but he also is a lot shorter, so you think you may be reaching for his jersey and you get the wrong part of his helmet and ends up being a face mask penalty.
2:40 to go in the 3rd frame. There's the handoff. Fuska working toward the edge, now goes back inside middle, inside the 10-yard line, taken down after a gain of 6.
Just the push from the Enid offensive line. They're driving Lawton's defensive line into the linebackers 2 to 3 yards and continuing to give Fuska giant holes that any of us could have run through.
2:10 to go in the 3rd frame. Enid very consistently snapping the ball at 2 on the play clock, as they should. Robinson in the shotgun. Men in motion, should be window dressing, but they're going to pop it out to him instead. Fuska throws a block this time. A nice spin move at the 5-yard line. Puts Enid right at that first down marker. Should be 1st and goal.
And that's just good play calling by Enid. Enid has handed off the ball to Fuska 5-6 times in a row, using him as a decoy on that one to get some of their other skill players involved in almost punching that one in the end zone.
3rd and 1, though, with that spot. First down to gain right at that 3-yard line. Plainsman in the shotgun. Fuska waiting for another trip to pay dirt. Hands it off. Fuska at least gets the first down, still turning his legs to the 2.
They keyed in on Fuska, kept him out of the end zone, but got just enough to get the first down. That's their bread and butter play. They've run it basically the entire drive, and if I had to bet, I feel like you would see it at least once or twice to try and have him punch it into the end zone.
Inside 60 seconds to go in the 3rd frame. Fuska next to Robinson. Up back in motion. There's the give. Fuska trying to finish what he started. Somersaults his way to the exact goal line. Falls about an inch short.
Fuska, again, the right side of the offensive line, Fusco just finds ways to get holes, and again, almost punches it in on that one, gets him a little bit closer.
With the separation of game clock and play clock, that should be the last play of the third frame. But we'll stay right here and be sure. Either way, it's 2nd and goal. And we'll find out how this drive will end in 2 seconds after the third quarter break.
Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Tavern style pizza is our thing. Why couldn't you be happy with deep dish like all the tourists? It's good.
And you just had to make it so crispy and delicious.
It's perfection.
They put the toppings all the way to the edge.
It's cut in the shareable square.
That's delicious.
What's your deal, Pizza Hut?
Your secret's out, Chicago. Try any of our large Chicago tavern-style recipes for just $12 each.
Hey, Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Sorry, Chicago. No one out pizzas the Hut.
Apology accepted.
And we're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. 12 minutes until this one is officially in the books. You can Sharpie in a win in the win column for the Plainsmen, though, as these 12 minutes are all academic. But it is the Brennan's Electric fourth quarter, which begins at the 2-yard line on 2nd and goal. 1-yard line for the Plainsmen, knocking on the door of another touchdown. They chewed up a big chunk of that third quarter. Should expect much of the same here in the final quarter.
Yeah, they did. They really were leaning on their running game, running up the middle, attacking on pop passes, touch passes like that. And they just ran the ball down the field and have put themselves in a spot where they can add to their lead on these next couple of plays.
So Enid, a long way from home, but their second home is the end zone at Cameron Stadium, where the ball's on the carpet, scooped up, and one of the few negative plays for the Plainsmen drops them at the 9 on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, like you said, one of the few negative plays for the Plainsmen. Just creating havoc by this Lawton defense, and Robinson doing a good job of corralling the football, not allowing Lawton to come up with a bigger play.
Third and 7. 7 yards to pay dirt. No first down marker in sight as it's a goal-to-go situation inside of 12 minutes. Now at the 11-10 mark. The design rollout Robinson surveys the field, throws it off platform, gets it into the end zone. Touchdown Plainsman through the air as Robinson throws another one, and they pour it on in the 4th.
Another touchdown for Robinson. The run game, working off the passing game. I bet a lot of the Lawton defenders were looking run. Robinson pulls it, hits his man in stride, and adds to their lead.
A nice RPO, something that you'll see the Tennessee Volunteers doing on Saturday, hopefully in Charlotte against North Carolina State. If I'm so lucky to have a good Saturday night. 11:08 to go. Already a Dirk Nowitzki on the board, trying to make it a Jerry Stackhouse. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, kick is true. Back after this, Oklahoma Sports Network.
The heart of Oklahoma, where your home isn't just a place, it's your peace. At Century Roofing, we understand the importance of protecting your peace. We're experts in roofing technology, techniques, and customer service because we care about Oklahoma and we care about you. At Century Roofing, we combine quality craftsmanship and exceptional service because your home deserves the best. Century Roofing, staying on guard for Oklahoma.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Lawton High watch Enid march down the field, but that's not going to keep their spirits down. Dancing here, waiting to receive the kickoff, down 42-14 at the 11:08 mark. That's your CN National Bank scoring recap. The Waynes drive-in kickoff teed up and ready to go. Come on, everyone, let's go to Waynes. 7 Southwest Sheridan Road, 6810 Cash Road. It's an onside kick. Why not? And it's another muff, and it's another recovery by the Plainsmen. When it rains, it pours at Cameron Stadium. For those wondering, the largest margin of victory between these two teams is a Lawton High 42-0 shutout. A couple more scores from the Plainsmen, and we'll have a new record in this series. You know, I guess every rep is valuable to work on something, including your hands team and special teams and onside kicks and such, but interesting call.
Yes, very interesting. Don't know what the idea was of that, but they got the ball back to their offense, and they're hoping to get some more offensive plays in for their guys.
It's especially interesting whenever you're not running your offense anyway, so you're not really working on anything whenever you just hand the ball off over and over again, which is smart to drain the clock, but
it's smart. They've got some other guys in. They're rotating some of their depth pieces. I just don't get the onside kick. If you're an Enid fan, you love it. If you're a Lawton fan like a lot of you guys are that are watching this, you don't really understand it.
2 to each side. Offside shotgun. High snap. There's the throw. Screen plays on for a first down at minimum. Plainsmen fall forward, gaining 12. And, you know, if you're Enid, you like to say act like you've been here before, but they really haven't. I mean, to take down a power like Lawton is still a big deal for them. I mean, they've played 26 total times. Lawton High's won 21 of them. They haven't won in 11 tries.
And they have a lot of young guys that have played last year who are still a lot of young guys on their 2 deep who are still looking to gain valuable reps. And this is the time for them to get those reps.
There's a snap. Screenplay blown up this time.
And that's a good play by Lawton, by Marcus Rucker. Reading and reacting, he saw the screen pass had come his way the last couple of plays. He did a good job of knowing what was coming, reacting on the play. And again, that's some of what you're looking to see from Lawton in this fourth quarter. You want to keep seeing the fight. You want to see the guys that are going to keep fighting, showing the energy, and going out there and fight no matter what the final score is going to be.
2nd and 10 inside, 9 minutes to go in the final frame. Pump fakes once, going to throw it deep. Has a man caught there. It's another touchdown for the Plainsmen.
Hayden Robinson with the catch. Touchdown, Enid.
And the defensive back just bit on the double move. Enid, using their screen passes the last couple times, set up the double move. And, again, Enid adding to their stats and adding to their points on the board.
And, I mean, if you're Enid, you're only 2 points away from a 50-burger. I can't imagine they've done that a whole lot either. So if you're bullish enough to go for an onside, why not just go for the 2 here? But they'll kick it away on the PAT. Good snap and hold. Kick is up. Kick is true. After this, Oklahoma Sports Network.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind, providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle. 580-357-8720.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. 49-14. The Waynes driving kickoff. Last time it was an onside kick for a quick strike offensive score, which was totally reliant on Zaire Allen, who had a big screen play and then a quick strike slant play for a score. See if you can catch the Lawton High napping again. There's been two instances where Enid has kicked it off, one to start the game and one just now, where they recovered the kickoff, and they'll do an onside again. It's between the wickets, and this time it goes out of bounds, and there's the penalty. Carmen, not only the guy on the Chiefs right now, but also the turf monster for the Plainsmen.
Again, that onside kick had the chance to be recovered by Enid. Also could have been recovered by Lawton. Had a chance to recover it, rolled through his legs, and Lawton High gets the chance to put their offense back on the field.
Well, best of luck to Enid in 6A1 as they'll move on next week to take on their next opponent, which sits right now at Stillwater. That'll be a fun clash. Lawton High will take on MacArthur next week. 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. Penalty on the field. Another false start.
Inball false start is Lawton High.
The penalties have been drive killers. But like you said, Ryland, two matchup. We've still got this game to finish off, but 2 games next week for both of these teams. They're going to be very high intensity. Lawton against Lawton MacArthur, Enid against Stillwater. You know anything about that area of Oklahoma, they're not big fans of each other. So those 2 games could be very interesting next week.
Easy to see why you wouldn't be a big fan of the Plainsmen. 8:50 to go in the final frame. Punt fake once, now they're going to take off. It's a zip to back there again, and he spins around at the 40-yard line.
And with a zip to back in there, they're going with what they know best and what he does best, attacking the edges. When you can get a lead blocker on some of these corners and safeties, it really sets you up for success and can set up the big run.
2nd and 9. Inside of 8 minutes to go. Offset shotgun, going to drop back to throw. Pressure in his face immediately, and he's going to be ripped down and sacked, slammed against the turf at the 25-yard line.
And that's just pass play, not the type of plays that you want to run to be able to have some success. And Gustavo Renteria, again, in the backfield for Enid, he's been able to cause havoc on quite a few plays for this Enid defense against this Lawton offense tonight.
Under 7:20 to go. 3:20 on the down and distance marker. The whistles blow yet again, and it's another delay of game. That's the 3rd against Lawton High, which is entirely unacceptable, frankly. I mean, there's 2 timeouts in your back pocket in a game you've already lost. There's a big blinking light at you at the end of each end zone. But they'll back it up.
The penalties and the mistakes that are just adding up into a performance I think Lawton would like to forget after tonight.
Puts a man in motion, and there's another yellow handkerchief. This game will never end. A nightmare that Lawton High cannot wake up from.
Good ball offsides against Enid.
Lorenzo Williams will search for that elusive first win next week against MacArthur, as the road gets no easier for this Wolverine schedule. Third and 20. Going to drop back to throw, pressure off the edge. Steps up in the pocket, hit as he throws. It's a wobbler out of bounds, incomplete. 4:20 on the down and distance marker.
And that's a play that you want to have, but Enid's defensive line and linebackers did a good job of creating pressure. Nate Jones was open. There wasn't a soul by him, but again, the pressure affected that pass, and he wasn't able to get it done.
I'll say this for the Wolverines. I mean, down 49-14, they're still dancing on the sidelines very lively. You can take that glass half full or half empty, but at least they're still engaged. High snap. The Duff man punts it away straight up. Going to need a bounce here, and it bounces Eden's way. Out of bounds past the 45. One time Eisenhower had a punter, Mike Womack, who pitched at Cameron, was an ace in the early 2020s, which I guess we're still in. He had a punt that actually went backwards here at Cameron Stadium. It was a spectacle, to say the least. But if you know anything about that era of Eisenhower football, in 2016, 2015, that encapsulates it perfectly. Even the punt went backwards. The program went backwards. Everything was backwards. But now Javon Harris has the Eagles flying high again. The Screaming Eagles 1-0, looking for a city championship and to break another streak. He came in and inherited a program that had lost to Lawton High 12 straight times. And now he's beaten Lawton High 3 of the last 4, trying to break the skid, which is a decade and a half against MacArthur tomorrow night here on Oklahoma Sports Network. Lawton High needs the same sort of transformation for their program, and Lorenzo Williams could be the guy to do it. Handoff up the middle for 8 yards.
And now you're starting to see Enid with some of their depth pieces, Lucas Carmona and company, getting in the game. But the story stayed the same. They're continuing to get positive yardage and being very little resistance from this Lawton defense.
Penalty flag flies. The only consistent thing about this game has been the Enid running game and the penalty flags. 6:09 to go. For now, a first down, but it's an Enid holding penalty to wipe it away.
And I will say the thing that has impressed me tonight is Enid's running game. Enid for the last couple of years, and even under Rashawn Woods, they've been able to run the football, but the way they've been able to mix the run game and the passing game has been really explosive tonight, and I think they can learn a lot tonight on how they can be successful in the hardest district in the state.
2nd and 16 inside 6 minutes. The Plainsmen trying to dig their way out of a hole behind the chains. Handoff. Rushing toward the edge. Here's another penalty. And there's a certain point where you either just continue to roll the clock on these penalties or you just stop calling holding, which you can call on every play. We're not there yet, apparently.
Haven't reached the breaking point yet.
Speak for yourself. 49-14, the Wolverines trail. Second and a country mile. The clock back rolling. 5:35 to go before this game ends. A shotgun look for the Plainsmen. Good snap in the handoff. Pressure off the edge. Stiff arms, but he cannot evade the tackler in the backfield for another loss of 5.
And that's a good job by Cameron Ross on reading and reacting. He had a feeling the running game was coming. He read, reacted, and met the running back in the backfield.
So 3rd and Oklahoma City for the Plainsmen. We're going to need to take a timeout or delay of game penalty unless they're going to reset the play clock. Back after this, Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your health, you want and deserve the best. You want a hospital with the highest quality scores in the region and one that provides safe, excellent care. Southwestern Medical Center has been a part of this community for 115 years and has a history of delivering compassionate, skilled healthcare to Lawton and Fort Sill. Choose the hospital that has always put the health of this community first. Southwestern Medical Center. Be well. Live well. That's why we're here.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. 4th down coming up after this one. 3rd and 35. 4:34 to go in the game. Enid with 1 timeout, Lawton High with 2. Two receivers to each side. There's a snap design rollout. Plainsman looking downfield, throws it over the middle, and it's tipped and deflected, incomplete.
And that's a good play by Javon Evans. Just finding a way to knock the ball down. Enid's had a lot of success with that pass play, with their passing plays tonight. This late in the game, knock it down. Don't try to do anything special with it. Knock it down, make a play, and make it stop.
.425 to go as the Plainsmen will punt this one away on 4th and 35. Good snap. Good punt. Well, the punt will bring out the Lawton High offense, who should be content to run the rest of this clock, but we'll see.
Bobby places the 43-yard line.
Looking to get some more yardage, maybe get another score on the board, make it look a little bit closer than this game's score has been so far.
First and 10. Lawton High looking perplexed. Everybody shrugging their shoulders, needing a play call. 15 on the play clock, and there's a timeout. First play out of the change of possessions. Back after this.
When it comes to your health,
your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. Our services are for everybody, from small businesses to contractors to construction companies and everyone in between. We are a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. We're Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
We're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network, 1st and 10. 4 minutes until this game is behind everyone. There's the snap and the give. It's going to be an end-around play, ball on the carpet. Lawton High falls on it.
That play had a chance to be something, but again, you have to do the fundamentals. You have to get the handoff. You can't run without the football. You have to control what you can control. You can't run without the football, so you need to do the simple stuff before you can try to make a big play.
You know, you'd almost prefer to get all these, sloppy penalties and busted plays out of the way now. Clear your system for district play. So in a way, this is a good thing for Lawton High. 2nd and 18. Another delay of game penalty. I mean, there's genuinely no excuse for this. When you're down 49-14, there should be no rocket science calls. I mean, it should just be pretty simple and straightforward.
It just looks like, and I guess this is what non-district play is for. Get rid of all the confusion now. This is the first part of the season. Get all the confusion and penalties out to the best of your ability before district play.
Nate Jones watches as Zipta throws a screenplay face mask there, but the penalty comes in about as late as you can ever throw one. And you're right, the confusion is key. And with a bye week to clean things up, hopefully district play does not feature any of this, but given the jumping jacks that some of the perimeter players are doing for Lawton High, it seems like they don't even know where to get the play call from.
You have the extra day before. One of the keys, one of the good things, I guess, about playing on Thursday, you have the extra day before MacArthur. Then you have the bye week before district play, where you can try and clean up a lot of the sloppy stuff the best as you can.
There's the snap. Going to be a direct run. There goes Nate Jones. A tackle made after about an 8-yard gain, maybe enough for a first down, depends on the spot. Well, they're only a yard away.
They're a yard away, but that's a play they had a lot of success with, getting your guards and your tight ends on the edges, following your blockers, and it's been a successful play when it's been able to be, when they've been able to run it.
They gave him the first down. The chain gang set up now as Nate Jones will try it again. Nate Jones rushing forward and has another first down, slung down after a gain of 12.
And that's the exact same play. They're catching Enid's linebackers and defensive backs in the middle of their back pedal. They're getting to the second level when they're in the middle of retreating, and that's allowing this place to become more successful and continuing to move down the field.
1st and 10 inside 2 minutes to go. Going to drop back to pass. Throws over the middle. Has a man. Caught the 5 and into the end zone. Lawton High gets a score on the post route as Zipta threads the needle, and the Wolverines put 20 up.
Zipta threads the needle to Tavares Deans. Deans did a good job on working the middle of the field on that post route, working up the hashes and then heading towards the far goal post, separating from his defenders and getting in the end zone.
So the point after attempt coming. Duffy trying to stay perfect on the night. He missed his first ever PAT, but has not missed since, and Duffy puts it through. Back after this, Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, AeroSign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. AeroSign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
And we're back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. It was Zipta throwing a poster out to Dean for the score, and that's your City National Bank scoring recap. Only down 49-21 with $1:39 to go. One timeout for each side. As the Wayne's drive-in kickoff is teed up, and you'd imagine could be an onside kick here. Wayne's drive-in, best burgers and cherry lemonades in town. They even have pizza, salad, steak fingers, and more, including sweet tea. Let's go to Wayne's with their 2 locations in Lawton, 7 Southwest Shore Road, 6810 Cash Road. So Duffy ready to boot the Wayne's drive-in kickoff away. And there's a penalty before the ball sails into the end zone. This can only be against the Wolverines, really. Feels like we're in the Bermuda Triangle. I don't know if we're ever going to get out. I don't know if we'll ever see the other side of Cameron Stadium. It is a school night. Well, the redux of the Wayne's drive-in kickoff. Best burgers and cherry lemonades in town. Let's go to Wayne's, everyone.
Let's do it.
And now they'll try the onside kick. It's fair caught at the 40-yard line. The Brins Electric fourth quarter has 1 minute and 39 seconds left. First and 10, Plainsman. Two to the near side, one to the far side. Should just be a run up the middle. High snap. There's the give. Lawton High in the backfield to wrestle him down.
Lawton High continuing to show some fight, especially on the defensive line, playing till the very last whistle, trying to give it everything they've got.
And you got to admire that. That part of the Lawton High attitude is a stark contrast to a year ago, and that's been credit to this coaching staff. It's been credit to the kids who rolled deep. I mean, you look at that sidelines, they are packed this year with enthusiastic student athletes ready to see what next week has in store for them. As the book is written on this one, another drop for a loss with 55 seconds to go.
It is the hustle was there, the effort was there. They couldn't get over. Enid was hot right from the get-go. They recover a fumble on the opening kickoff, and Enid just never looked back.
And that's how quick it goes. I mean, the mistake to open the game where you muff the kickoff, and then it gets away from you pretty quick.
And with the caliber of talent that Lawton is going to face throughout the rest of the season, they cannot afford to have some of a start similar to the one they have tonight.
And Lawton High really has to register that the fact that everything that they want to accomplish this year, as the high snap goes into the backfield, they fall on it, everything they want to accomplish this year is still available to them. You can still make the playoffs. You can still even win a gold ball if you go on a massive run. I mean, this does not change anything, the 0-2 start. And so the same chutzpah that they had 2 weeks ago, they should still have right now as they fought hard to get to this 0-2 mark. So the game is officially over as the two sides will shake hands. 49-21 your final score. And Peyton will wrap up this game with the post-game show. Who is your Sovereign Bank player of the game?
For me, it's going to be Nathan Jones. He was able to get the ball in multiple different ways, receiving the ball, running the ball. We thought he could have thrown a pass. A lot of the consistencies of this offense came from him, and that's why he's my player of the game.
My Sovereign Bank player of the game. Sovereign Bank, formerly First National Bank and Trust. We have a new name, but a new look and an empowered way to meet your financial goals, as well as serving the community with our 2 locations in Lawton, 702 Northwest Sheridan Road and 6702 Quanah Parker Trailway, member FDIC. Is everyone watching at home? I appreciate your viewership. Make sure you check back to the Oklahoma Sports Network anywhere that you want to consume the network, YouTube, Facebook, Roku, Apple TV, for tomorrow's loaded slate, including on High seeing their fate in the city championship determined, Eisenhower taking on MacArthur. Until next time, be good and be good to one another.